the Club, brought to you by Sky Bet. It's the Europa League final.
It is, and I am totally and utterly terrified, Buvey. I can't say that I'm looking forward to this at all. Generally speaking, when it comes down to international or tournament football like this, I'm really excited. I've got spring in my step. It's a Europa League final. I love this trophy. I've never given it any element of sneer. And I have to concede that even if Tottenham win it, it's still a wicked trophy. But today I'm full of trepidation. I'm genuinely
It's an
upset.
anticlimactic final, isn't it?
It's not anticlimactic. It's the opposite of anticlimactic.
But it's two rubbish sides, isn't it? This season. It's two rubbish sides.
It is. It is. But do you think... We know that because we know the league form and we know the league positioning of both of them. But in Europe, both have been very good. Like Manchester United are completely unbeaten in Europe, aren't they? Like totally unbeaten. So, but as the game's worn on and I've been like flitting about London today and I've got Tottenham fans all over the gaff, it's suddenly hit me quite the severity of what's going on. The power of this fixture has really hit me. And I am totally and utterly terrified.
Yeah, I am too, mate. To be honest, I don't want a Man United win. More trophies than Man City this season, potentially. That could be absolutely shocking. We've got to shout out Sky Bet. They're giving you a £5 free bet. If you bet on the final tonight, make sure you check it out. The link in the description. 18 plus T's and C's and be gamble aware.
Yeah, that's big.
Free huge.
£5 bet.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to Sky Bet for partnering with us for this season. And it really is a great offer that they've got for you today for the Europa League. Just make sure that you head into the description, click the link, and you will see the offer there. And remember that terms and conditions do apply and be 18 plus.
I'm nervous because I think United are stronger than Spurs. They've got less injuries. There's obviously what Adam McKola always says about United in a final. They do tend to get over the line. They did with Jose Mourinho against Ajax a few years ago, of course. I'm a bit worried that they end up with more silverware and a more successful season, and they're in the Champions League next season.
Adam and I are cut from very similar cloth with regard to this conversation. You know, the idea that who you are dictates what happens to you in finals. So Tottenham, who they are, should dictate that they capitulate today. Manchester United, who they are, should dictate that they totally turn up, dominate, boss the game, and win. Even I, who thinks Manchester United will win and am desperate for Manchester United to win, I am actually currently a massive Manchester United fan. From the banks of the Irwell to Sicily and all that. That's me today. We will fight. But I don't think it will be that today. I don't think Manchester United are going to dominate the game. I don't think Manchester United are going to dictate the tempo. I think this is what's going to happen. I hope I'm right. I heard Paul Scholes say this, and I thought he was so apt. He said he thinks Tottenham are going to dictate the play. He thinks Tottenham are going to play really well. He thinks Tottenham are going to give a great account of themselves, and he thinks Manchester United are going to win the game. That's kind of what I can see happening.
Yeah.
And I hope he's right. Because as this game has got closer and closer, I've got more and more fearful, and I've noticed it in Adam. I've been chatting to Adam a bit, who's obviously out in Spain, and he has gone from sitting here going, "We're Man United, we would never lose to Tottenham in a final," to suddenly going, "They're quite a good side."
Who would you rather take away the fact he's managed Tottenham just purely on their CVs, their personality? Yeah. Who would you rather have for Chelsea if Chelsea were in the final today? Who would you rather have as manager?
These
Chelsea?
two managers.
Yeah, out of these two.
These two managers, I'm afraid I can't answer the question because I actually believe them to be this season both losing managers. Like what? Neither of them are Jose Mourinho. Even when it's going wrong for Jose Mourinho, like when Tottenham had the opportunity to have Mourinho in a final, even when it was going wrong, they were absolutely nuts to not deploy Jose Mourinho in a final because we know what he can do. You know if things were going a little bit wrong for Mancini when he was at Man City. He's still capable of putting a massive result out of the bag. The two managers here, I don't see it in either of them this season. Out of the two,
if you had to,
Amorim, I think.
I think maybe, yeah, because of the Champions League
Amorim,
stuff,
I think.
It's tight, isn't it? They're both.
There's nothing between the managers. I think Amorim is a better manager than Postecoglou, but the only reason I really think that is because Amorim might be good enough for Man United. Postecoglou is not good enough for Tottenham. Like, regardless of what happens today, Postecoglou will leave, I believe. Like, it's run dry. Like, they've lost more games than they've won. They've lost more games than they've drew.
It's crazy.
Like, it's a terrible season for Postecoglou. However, he's on the precipice of genuine glory. He's on the precipice of delivering Tottenham their best season for over 40 years. He becomes famous. He becomes more than famous. He becomes heroic.
He becomes more successful than what? Arguably Glenn Hoddle as their manager?
By far. But he becomes their most...
Harry Redknapp.
By far.
It's crazy.
He becomes comparable to the people that they hold in really high regard. Bill Nicholson, Danny Blanchflower. Like those names that Tottenham talk about. They talk about Greaves like that, despite the fact he was a Chelsea product.
Yeah.
Jimmy Greaves, Glenn Hoddle, Danny Blanchflower, Bill Nicholson, Ange Postecoglou. It becomes that.
Yeah.
He genuinely becomes one of the architects of what makes Tottenham today. Those people that you etch your name into the folklore of the club.
Yeah.
If he wins today, and I can never take that from him. I've mocked him. I've said that he's useless. I said he should be sacked. I said he's nowhere near good enough. But if he does that, he will have delivered Tottenham a better season than Pep Guardiola delivered Man City.
Yeah.
Than Mikel Arteta delivered Arsenal.
Anything Maresca can do this season.
Anything Maresca can do this season, it would be a better season. Yeah, it would be a better.
Unai Emery, arguably.
Emery, yeah.
Arguably.
Wait, what am I fucking saying?
Yeah.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Of course, it's better than
Nuno, maybe.
Mate, do you know what? Do you agree with me on this? Because sometimes people passionately disagree with what I'm about to say, but I don't think you will. At 10, if the Champions League is 10 out of 10, the Premier League is 10 out of 10, what is the Europa League?
Strong 8 if you win.
Yeah, agreed,
Strong
man.
8, yeah.
At least.
It's not a 9.
Yeah, I think
it's a 9 for Fulham if they want it. Do you know what I mean? Or Middlesbrough when they got to the final with Macaroni up front.
Strong 8.
But
it's a solid 8. For Fulham or
it's a 10 out of 10.
For Fulham or that,
Palace,
it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like the FA Cup for Palace is a.
What is it for you if you win the Conference League then? Out of 10?
Nothing.
No, it has to be a number. You have to give me some sort of positive
let's
integer.
Explore that. The Conference League. Can I just explain why I ranked the reason why I rate the Europa League so highly, and the Champions League we don't need to discuss, but the reason why I rate the Europa League so highly and I don't rate the Conference League at all is 2 reasons. History is what makes competition, and opposition is what makes competition.
Yeah.
So the reason why the Champions League is seen as the best thing ever is partly because of the history of the competition and partly because of the opposition within it. In the Conference League, the history is obviously not there. And if it is there, it's underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham. And the teams in the competition I'd never heard of.
There's no one except Betis for you now.
Mate, we literally played team after team that I'd never heard of.
Yeah.
Like I'm not too big to admit this. I'd never ever heard of Noah prior to us playing.
That was crazy.
I'd literally never heard of them. Like I don't mean that in like a sneery way. I just had never heard of them. So if we're beating teams along the way who I've never heard of, I'm afraid I can't rate the competition that highly.
Yeah.
But the Europa League, mate, one of the best nights of my life.
I need a number though out of 10. If you win
conference,
you win it.
The conference for
Betis
Chelsea.
2-0.
The conference for Chelsea is at most 5.
5.
I mean, I don't believe it to be.
Plus, you get into the Champions League.
5 as a season.
You win the
if
Conference
we
League.
finish in the Champions League spots,
Yep.
so we beat Forest on the weekend. Basically, if we win our next 2 games, maybe a 5.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh wait, maybe the Champions League plus is a bit more.
7.
Yeah, but the Conference League on its own.
Yeah. You'll make the Champions League, I think.
Do you think?
You're just about.
I'm not sure,
Just
mate.
about. It's tight.
I'm really not.
We'll be
sure.
live for the final day. Obviously, make sure you subscribe for that. That's on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this game overall, man? Because you and I are in very different camps. I am Viva Ronaldo. I am Man United. I'm in the Stretford end, singing my heart out.
I'm a Tottenham fan today, as much as I hate to say it. I want Tottenham to win this game. I do. I think it would be funny to see Man United fans going out there, taking a boat all the way down to Bilbao. You've seen those lads that have rowed or whatever. And then they get smashed by Tottenham. Imagine. I know you don't want it because of the Tottenham thing and the London thing. I get it, but Man United losing another Europa League final after losing to Villarreal.
I completely get where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. And if I was you, if Manchester United were playing in this competition against anyone other than Tottenham, I'd want Manchester United to get beat.
Yeah.
But you know that saying, "My enemy's enemy is my friend."
Yeah.
Manchester United are my very good friend today because
100%.
my enemy's enemy, I'm turning to Shanju.
The Art of War.
That's me, mate. Yeah, dear, oh dear. I'm really nervous because these, when you think about Tottenham now, they just have to, they just pull it out of the bag. Like Richarlison, all of these Tottenham players, they have the opportunity to do something like historic.
Yeah, it's big.
Like, if you win the game for Man United today, say Mason Mount scores a winner, Casemiro, he doesn't really go down a Man United legend.
No. These
They build a
Tottenham
statue
do.
of you at Tottenham.
Yeah, 100%.
Brennan Johnson
yeah.
scores the winner, a back post tap in, no doubt.
They'll go loopy.
They'll go
loopy.
snooker loopy.
Snooker loopy, mate. Let me do the lineup for you, mate. Vicario in goal, Porra at right back, Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Udogie at left back. Three-man midfield of Sarr, Basuma and Bentancur. You got Johnson, Solanke, Richarlison. So no Son.
No, I thought he might have played Son as
Or
a 10.
Tell. I like Tell a lot.
I thought he would have played Son as a 10.
Actually stronger than I thought it'd be.
It's a good side.
Their bench is not bad.
Well,
They
do you
got
know why
Sons
it's
off
good
the
for them?
bench.
Do you know why it's good for them? You know when everybody was moaning about like Maddison out, Kulusevski out? What they have, which is very important to them, they have their back line, which allows them to play the system.
Yep.
So, like, if anyone's going to be out, they would rather Kulusevski out than Van der Ven. Rather anyone out than Van der Ven because he
Van der
allows them
Ven
to play
gives
that
them
high line.
Extra 5-10 yards
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
pitch. And the midfield, I mean, Bentancur starts for United.
Bentancur, Basuma.
They all start for United. Honestly, a combined 11, I think the only player that gets into the Tottenham side is Bruno Fernandes. That's crazy.
Who's playing?
The whole back four for Spurs starts for Man United.
I feel like Amad Diallo gets in the Tottenham side
Over
anyone. Amad Diallo.
I'd rather Brennan Johnson than Diallo.
Tottenham don't play a team. Tottenham would obviously accommodate Amad Diallo. He gets in there. He gets in basically every side.
Yeah. Let me do the Man United lineup. We've got Onana in goal, Lenny Yoro, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre-back, Mazraoui, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Dorgu, and then Mason Mount, Højlund up front with Diallo.
Mason Mount.
I don't think any of them start for Spurs.
Mason Mount
Bruno
starting.
Fernandes starts for them, and
Mason Mount
that's about
starting. Mason Mount starting.
it.
God,
Højlund starting.
I can't believe it. Do you know what? Even Adam was saying that Rasmus Højlund needed to not start. In fact, I believe that we've heard from our dear friend Adam McKola, who is currently in Bilbao. Should we see what he has to say for himself?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yes, people, what's going on? So, as you can see, all the Reds are walking towards the San Mamés Stadium. Man United are home here. We beat Bilbao here, but it's a different affair today. We've got Spurs. I've been in the fan zone having a few drinks with my boy Spraggy, my boy Jay. It's been an absolutely unbelievable day so far, but the nerves are really starting to set in. Surely Spurs can't beat us in a final. I know they've beaten us 3 times already this season, but a final in Europe's different, right? Right? I'm trying to convince myself that it's going to be a guaranteed United win, as you can tell. But look, before I got here, I was saying United don't lose against Spurs in a final, and I'm saying it again. United do not lose against Spurs in a final. Casemiro scoring, Bruno scoring, and Man United are winning. Spraggy, this is the club. What's the score?
The club! Fuck Rory Jennings. Fuck Rory Jennings.
He'll bring the glory days again. We're back in from the straight for him. The tournament's around. Ruben Amorim.
I cannot wait until they get smashed. I cannot wait.
Who's he think he is? Who's he think he is? That shaggy-haired, lanky biatch.
A lot of the audience aren't going to know Spraggy. He's been on the channel a few times, but that he'll look like a random guy. Just,
Just some random bloke who's
slagging
turned
you
up to
off
Adam and gone,
from Spain, from Bilbao, slagging you
yeah.
off.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
It's crazy,
Well,
but
they're having a good time by the looks
at
of
least
them, anyway.
Adam's enjoying himself for now.
Yeah.
That's the
I mean, the
important
thing is that
phrase.
any trip like this, the whole complexion of the trip changes whether you win or lose. Like you could look back on a trip and you could see it as one of the best trips of your life, or you can look back on a trip and see it as a complete waste of time and never ever think about it again.
Well, you asked me how my weekend was. I said, oh, it's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even though I had a lovely time. I had a lovely day.
Yeah, had you won that game 1-0,
Oh,
I'd have gone, how was your
I'll be
weekend, mate?
Texting everyone
Yeah.
buzzing. I just sleeked off after the game. It was horrible.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
I think Tottenham have got a better bench as well. I think that's going to change things. I think they're both going to be nervous. They're both going to be really scared of this game. And bringing Son off the bench, Tell off the bench, dangerous.
Although, you're right about the bench, but how important do you think Manchester United's, say, history and their experience is going to be? If you think about the Manchester United team, right? Think about the winners, the proven winners that they have within their camp. They've got Casemiro, obviously serial European Cup winner. Mason Mount won a European Cup. Like, I think Bruno Fernandes is a winner of European silverware. Harry Maguire is a winner of European silverware. As a club, there is the belief and there is the expectation of winning silverware that just doesn't exist at Tottenham.
Yeah.
You are right. Tottenham have the bench, but Manchester United have the presence.
Yeah, and
What
they're
do you
not
think's more-
Tottenham. By not being Tottenham as a club, they have an advantage. Tottenham are at a disadvantage everywhere they go. Anytime they get to a final, They have this weight around. It's a bit like England in a final.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like that. So
especially with Postecoglou. Like, what they don't have in Postecoglou is like a proven winner. Sometimes what you need, I think, you need a philosophy or an ideology more powerful than Spursism.
yeah. You need
Right,
Man City needed Pep to win the European
Yeah, exactly.
Cup. Get over that hurdle.
I would have thought that Mourinhoism, if you see Mourinho, the vision of Mourinho as an ideology, Conteism is a more powerful ideology than Spursism, but it wasn't.
Spurs, did it?
But it wasn't more powerful.
No.
The power of Spursy is power.
Yeah.
Do you think that Postecoglou can somehow equalise this?
Or maybe it's like the immovable force meets what's the other side of that?
Yeah, the immovable
force
the
versus
unstoppable object.
The unstoppable object. And Ange Postecoglou might just throw caution to the wind and let's just attack these lot. Let's get both wing backs going on. Let's just have a go. They could score a couple of goals early in this game. Seriously. If there's a game that Tottenham could upset, I think the Champions League final, they get to the Champions League final, they have a big day out, their fans go over there, jet to holiday, they have a lovely time. But the Europa League is their level a little bit. They've won it already, haven't they? So I don't think, it's not that much pressure compared to the Champions League final or maybe the FA Cup final.
Do you think this is true? The only one positive that I can find to Tottenham winning this trophy is that if Manchester United make it into the European Cup, I think it's huge for them. Like, it sets them on their way back to brilliance. If Tottenham win this competition and end up in the Champions League, I don't think it's going to redefine them.
The following season, they could be back in Europa League.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I want Tottenham to win as well.
If that. Whereas I think the following season for Man United, they could win the Premier League.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's more likely. But
You're a bit shorter than me in a short-term view of that. But,
very much so.
yeah. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't believe in their ownership in the same way that other people do.
Impact
but I know what
of
you're saying.
The impact of winning this trophy
Could change the club more at United.
Yeah, Man
Because
United
Tottenham
being in the European Cup could reset them.
Yeah.
Tottenham being in the European Cup, we've seen it before, nothing changes.
Yeah. But winning a trophy could change things.
Winning a trophy could change them. I agree. Winning a trophy could change them. I can't believe it. It's such a shame that there's not just someone else in this game that I could want to win.
I know.
But I have to want Man United, and that's it. It is what it is.
It's not bad. I've not watched a single game this season of the Europa League. I've not watched a single. I've watched highlights of some of the Man United. I've not watched a single game live of this shit competition.
Man, I ended up watching Lazio Bodo Glimt, and I was really upset, primarily because I thought that Lazio would have knocked out Tottenham.
Of course. Yeah.
And then Bodo Glimt won on penalties, and I was just like, "You dickhead!" Because that's your final. Like, you're not going to do anything more than that now.
Yeah.
And
Bodo
it gave
Glimt. Fuck me.
Yeah, it gave Tottenham such an easy. Tottenham played Bodo Glimt in the semi-final.
They lose to Lazio, don't they?
Yeah, I would have.
Pedro scoring and all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mate, you see him scoring the other day, Pedro?
Yeah. That Serie A is going right down to the wire.
Pedro is such a legend, isn't he? Such a
He's
legend.
an underrated Premier League legend.
He's an underrated Premier League
He
legend.
came to the Premier League a little bit later, didn't he? Late
Mate,
20s?
do you know what? He scored a goal for us at Goodison Park. We won the league under Conte, but we basically won the league at Goodison. Mate, the goal that he scored at Goodison, fucking mental.
Good footballer, wasn't
Mate, he was that's exactly what he is. You know that? He is just the very definition of just a footballer. Just like wicked. Both feet, inside, outside, go either way, wicked at dribbling.
Better than Damien Duff? Chelsea winger?
No, I don't think he was
Iron
better.
Robin?
I think
Is
as a career,
in that
as a
conversation?
No, he's not better than Robin. No
No.
way. No way. I'll tell you who he's better than, though, definitely. Like anyone now. Like any of our wingers now.
Oh, Madueke and all that. Neto.
And also, he was better than Willian. Do you remember when we had Pedro and Willian?
Yeah.
Pedro was a better footballer than Willian.
But Willian had a higher level for some reason. Is that down to athleticism and his year, like the age that he was at? It felt that Willian in that season, I know what you're saying, but Willian had this kind of power about him. He was
Willian,
man marking people. He man marked throughout the game when you beat
Willian,
us at Etihad.
We drew with Barcelona 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. I think at 17 as well. And Messi scored for them. Willian was unstoppable.
Willian was good.
He scored that day. He was just unstoppable. But no, they were. Do you know? It's one of those situations where you're like, God, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Because we used to moan about Willian and Pedro. We used to moan. We used to think because they weren't Duff and Robin. We used to be like, these two, we're not sure. And now we got fucking Jadon Sancho.
And
Madueke. And Madueke. Yeah.
I don't think he's good enough, but that's a different conversation
you're
for a different day.
correct.
Or Neto. I don't think any of them are good enough.
No, I think
you need 4 new wingers.
Right. But Pedro is a legend.
Oh yeah,
as well. He scored against Man United in the European Cup final, didn't
that
he?
finish near post.
Yeah, he just rolled it. He just rolled it near post. He gave the keeper the eyes, didn't he?
He's so good, man.
He gave
was
the
so
keeper
good.
the eyes.
He played for the best club side in the history of football.
and was an integral part
simple
of
as
it.
that.
Yeah,
Simple as
he
that.
was. He was a starter as well, wasn't he? He was well, he started the European Cup final, scored.
Yeah, 100%.
In the country of the opposition, who were the best team in this country.
That's crazy. When you think about it, at Wembley, they
Wembley.
did that to Man United at Wembley. I've never seen a game like it. I don't know about you, but it was different to Rome as well. It was different to Rome.
The only European final that has been so dominated, and I didn't watch. I didn't watch it live. I certainly don't remember watching it live. I've seen it since though because I like that team. It's what like the AC Milan team did to Barcelona. Like 4-0.
Yeah.
The Desailly.
Yeah.
Desailly scored. And it was just like AC Milan were just unstoppable.
If it wasn't for Rooney's brilliance, it
could have been
feels
40,
worse in the kind of
3-0.
consciousness of football fans.
Yeah.
But
Rooney's
3-1.
Rooney's goal was goal of the day as well.
It's a beautiful goal.
It's a beautiful.
Well, it wasn't. Villa. Remember Villa's goal?
Yeah.
And Messi's goal.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, that was about 4 great goals.
High quality final. High quality.
What a game.
Yeah.
And he was working with a shoestring. He had fucking...
What was that? 09? Yeah,
Wembley was 2012.
No, 11.
No, 2011.
12 was 11.
Yeah, you were a
11,
year after, weren't you?
And then when was Rome? No, 9. Rome was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rome was 9.
And you were 08 in Moscow, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, because do you know what? I remember singing in 08 we were Moscow, and then the next year we thought we were going to get to the final. It's a disgrace, Drogba, and we were giving it that. Moscow, Moscow, Moscow. It cost us $2,000 to go, but we don't give a fuck. No, it cost us $2,000 to go. We came back with no cup, but we don't give a fuck because we are going to win it in Rome. Moscow, Moscow, Moscow. Yeah,
that'd have been great if you'd rerun the final, wouldn't it? That'd have been great.
Yeah, we came back with no cup, but we don't give a fuck.
I don't know if you beat him though with Ronaldo in the form he was in that season.
I think we would have won it because of what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Ronaldo was exceptional that season, man. He was best player in the world.
I think we would have beaten them though because of everything. They beat us in Moscow, and we were a better team in Moscow. Like Drogba hit the post in extra time.
Yeah,
like we would have beat, and we had a fucking Avram Grant.
That's crazy.
Like, mate, you went to penalties.
Who did you have the
Avram
season
Grant.
after?
By the time that game, it was Hiddink.
Wow.
By the time it was that, but it was Hiddink's first time at Chelsea.
You went through some managers, didn't you? Fucked me around then.
Yeah, it was Hiddink.
In and out the door, wasn't it? Like the job centre.
Yeah.
Fucking mental.
Yeah, it was just Abramovich standard. The second that you weren't the best in the world, like
sacked you off.
I thought it was a really interesting conversation that we had about Pep Guardiola the other day. But Roman Abramovich would have sacked Guardiola in December. He would have. There was never ever like we had examples of it. Like you know when he sacked Mourinho first time, Chelsea was second in the league and second in the Champions League when you only needed to be second.
Crazy.
And it was and it was September.
Yeah. But there might be more managers in their prime that he could have picked. Maybe if he was the owner now, Abramovich of Man City, or if he was the owner of Chelsea now, it's like, who am I getting? Amrim from Sporting Lisbon?
We would have got Amrim. Because what we got, we used to go and get sometimes those like young, unpredictable, prodigious talents.
Yeah, Villas-Boas.
Villas-Boas, Mourinho himself.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Villas-Boas was certainly an example of that. Then we went and got Scolari, who won the World Cup.
I thought it was going to work at the time.
Yeah, I did as well,
I thought it was going to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, look at this now. It's really heating up, isn't it? This is it. Manchester United and Tottenham are both looking to finish the season with a trophy. Amorim versus Ange. This is it. And that's why Sky Bet are giving you a completely free £5 bet if you bet £5 on the Europa League final. That's a completely free bet if you bet £5 on the Europa League final. So make sure that you head over to Sky Bet, opt into the offer, and you are away. 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. BeGambleAware.org. Click the link in the description. And thank you to Sky Bet for partnering with us.
It's outrageous. The lads are in the tunnel now. Adam's in the stadium with Spraggy somewhere right now.
Didn't get let in. I hope they both didn't get let in.
Oh, they have to let him in.
After they swore
it's
at
only
me.
the Europa League.
After they swore at me on the stream.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Unnecessary.
But that was nice that we can do that. We can do little send-ins.
We can do little send-ins.
We should start doing that throughout the next season.
What, just get fans to send in on the...
vlogging.
Yeah, on the morning.
Just vlogging.
If you're a fan going to a game and you want... Yeah, send us in a 30-second.
Send us some money to get on the channel, obviously. Not doing it for free. What are we doing? What are we doing? Call-ins. What's that thing on Stars TV? Stars TV?
Channel U.
Channel U.
Channel U.
And they'd be like, hi, mum.
Huge.
You have to send £5.
Boobs.
But you'd be on the little thing at the bottom with a text. Hi, mum. It'd be a £5 text on the little thing at the bottom.
Whoops, I'm being rude. Where's my Red Bull and my sandwich? I need food. Do you remember her?
They ran that out.
Do you remember her?
Who's
Lady
that?
Sovereign.
I don't remember.
Do you not remember Lady SOV?
Yeah, I was really young.
Mate,
around
Channel
then.
U. They're going to
Yeah.
make me huge.
They ran out of a council flat, didn't they, in East London? I think.
Mate, it was a clever idea.
Yeah.
It's a clever
It
idea.
was a bit like pirate radio. It was amazing.
It was pirate radio for the telly. It was
Yeah,
SLK.
yeah.
Hype, hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
It was all that.
It was all like
Pace
low
of
grade. It wasn't
Cartel.
even high definition.
It was Dizzy. There's a wicked picture
They're
of
all on
Dizzy
there,
and Wiley
all the
sitting
legends.
outside the flats.
Wow.
It was, yeah. It's a-
In East London, or is
yeah,
that
in
North
Stratford,
London?
which is now
Stratford, yeah.
the Olympic Village.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
They've knocked it all down.
Amazing. Yeah, it's all gone.
Wow.
So there's an iconic picture. Right, you got to look this picture up. It's Dizzy Rascal and Wiley
Yeah.
sitting outside. Just if you Google Dizzy Rascal Wiley images, it must be the first one. And they're sitting outside like big blocks of flats. It's iconic. I love the picture. It's so London.
So London.
So London.
The council.
There you go. Look, it's the first
Yeah,
one
I've seen that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be like.
Look, it's wicked, isn't it? But those blocks of flats are now gone.
So what do they do? Do they buy the flats out of people and give them the money and then they moved on? Is that what they did?
A lot of them would have been council tenants, so they wouldn't have just given them any money. They would have
Moved
moved
them on. Yeah,
They
yeah.
would have moved them, and it's the epitome of gentrification.
They're doing it now for Heathrow, aren't they? Something similar. Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be sixth runway, is it?
Knocking down the village or something.
Yeah, third runway maybe.
Crazy,
Yeah.
mate.
What do you reckon then, Boo? What's your prediction?
3-1 Tottenham Hotspur.
Do you really think that?
Yeah. High scoring game. I'm not saying it'll be 3-1 early. I'm not saying that. I think it'll be 0-0 till the half
Do you know
time.
how
But
you know how anti extra time and penalties I am?
yeah.
If Man United win the game, I will accept extra time penalties. That's how desperate I am.
Got the Glazers in there with Jim Ratcliffe and Sir Alex Ferguson
That was
watching on in Bilbao.
Daniel Levy, right?
Yeah, they must all be sat next to each other. Look, I know that history is important in football. It matters to me massively. But as a looking at both sides, Spurs have got far better players in every
But they
position.
haven't got the prestige. They haven't got it. Man United have it. Like these players, like they haven't
what
even. They haven't
prestige? I
even
think
got
if there's a
Hugo Lloris.
season-
No, but mate, I'm not saying this with any scorn, but Vicario, Udogie,
Yeah.
like they're not winners. Like
Neither this United side. I mean, the
they are,
last
they
time
are.
they won the Europa League, they had Jose Mourinho as a winner. They had Paul Pogba as a winner. He was
they've
fantastic.
got that this time though. Like, look, if you've got like this entire Tottenham team haven't won as much as Casemiro.
Yeah, that's true. Look,
The
of course.
entire Tottenham
You're right.
infrastructure hasn't won as much
Yeah.
as Casemiro.
But if it's down to just a football match, and if Ange Postecoglou can take it away from the history and just make it a football match, his philosophy versus Amorim's, which has been, I think it's been worse than Postecoglou's this season. I think it's been worse. I think when I watch Spurs play, when they play well, Spurs, and they've beaten United a few times this season,
Do you believe in the power of
higher level than Man
Do
United.
you not believe in the power of Spursism though? Could they not just freeze here? Like everything you've said about Man United is true.
yeah, I'm praying they don't.
Could this be 2-0 Man United at half time, 4-0 at full time?
I don't want to be sitting on the fence. Of course it could, because they're both shit sides, of course. But I just think they're less shit Spurs.
Oh mate.
They got the back line. Mickey van der Ven is an outrageously good centre back. I really believe that.
I do as well.
They got Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre-back. Lenny Yoro has been poor. Let's be real. He's been poor. We've been generous about Lenny Yoro. Casemiro has been poor this season. Dorgu hasn't worked.
Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes is a good midfield.
It's
Do you know
okay.
what the problem is? The problem is Højlund.
Hoyland.
like the
So they
problem-
can't finish their dinner. They got no power or pace in midfield because Casemiro's got no legs.
They haven't got.
They got three man in midfield. Tottenham. They got 3 man. They got
Yeah, they
basically
haven't got
4-5-1.
Basuma, Bentancur. I agree. That's a good.
If Spurs get on the ball, these lot will shit their pants,
Mate,
and they'll be 3-1 down. Mark my words.
Do you know what I've just decided? I'm getting a set, right? I'm going to get that picture that we were just discussing in my set. It's a wicked picture, isn't it?
What set? What do you mean set?
Set. You know what set is? Like a set. I'm getting a set.
You're making
I'm
a set?
going to get, on my channel, I'm getting a set. And I'm going to get that picture in it. It's a wicked picture.
Oh, for your personal channel
Yeah.
at home?
Yeah.
Oh, do it.
Yeah, I'm going to get that. But that is London.
Would you have gone round Stratford, like to hang out and
Then?
stuff, in that?
No, there was a club called Stratford Rex
Yeah.
that I went to a bit.
Is that by the station?
They used to do a sort of garage jungle night there. I would all very much be in a garage room.
Yeah, sick. Yeah.
But it was rough, man.
Mm.
It wasn't good for me.
No. Of course
Wasn't
not.
good for me.
No.
I was more north. I'd go north rather.
So I've
than
heard that about all the, London Fields and.
Yeah, there was a club called the Coliseum in Vauxhall that was quite good for the garage thing. The Opera House was quite good. Never really east.
Where's the Opera House?
The Opera House was south, but south
Greenwich?
central. No,
Okay.
like Elephant Castle that way. But yeah, Stratford Rex was just troublesome, very troublesome.
Was it? Yeah. Oh, come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs. Do it for the Twins.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Viva Ronaldo! Come on, Manchester United. From the banks of the world to Sicily, where we will fight for Man United FC. Ooh.
I'll be gutted if they win this. I really will.
Mate, you can't want
I'll be
Tottenham to win.
gutted.
You don't want to live in a world where Tottenham won silverware.
No,
Think about it. Let me just put it this way.
Yeah, but I don't care.
For Tottenham, it matters so much. For Man United,
No,
it
you don't
matters
United
nothing.
back. You don't. Trust me, you don't United.
Trust
back.
me, you
Their
don't-
fans are way more insufferable. There's more of them.
No, they're not. Think how insufferable
Yeah.
Tottenham fans are, and they haven't won anything.
Yeah, but there's not many of them. Plus, I like expressions. I like the twins. I like Majestic.
You don't want
You know,
to
I
win.
like Mitch.
Oh my god, I'm seeing him
You know.
tomorrow. They can't win, mate.
You see, he's not out there.
I'm seeing. He might be there now. I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, fair play. Oh, if they get on the ball, Tottenham, mark my words, this is a big prediction. They smash these lot. They smash these lot. They get on the ball. Bentancur, what a footballer he is.
Ben's
They got this kid up front.
Yeah,
Looks like he's doing his GCSEs. What's he doing on a football pitch?
No,
He's already offside.
Now,
mate.
that starts
He
me
makes-
to go on.
he makes
30
everything
seconds into the
worse.
game, you pillock.
He makes everything harder for the team.
He's
makes-
rubbish.
He doesn't make your life
No,
easy.
you're better off without him on the pitch.
You know, Crouchy probably scored 1 in 5
Yeah.
as a ratio. He made your life easy. You want ask any striker you played with, Rooney, Defoe, Michael Owen.
Crouch.
I want to play with Crouchy.
Peter Crouch was a wicked footballer.
Yeah.
Like wicked footballer.
If you can't score,
Rasmus
make it
Højlund,
easy for
dreadful.
other people. It's a team sport.
Yeah. Oh no. But there are some examples of some of the best strikers not being prolific.
Teddy Sheringham,
The king for this, Olivier Giroud.
Giroud
Olivier Giroud
made life easy.
Made Eden Hazard the best player in the
Brought
league.
people into play. 100%. Emil Heskey was good at that.
Heskey and Owen, yeah.
100%. Dzeko was good at that.
Dzeko, yeah.
What a footballer he was.
Big fan of his.
Oh, I love
Was he
Edin
good,
Dzeko.
Dzeko?
Well,
Yeah.
people forget his header before the Aguero goal. There's no Aguero goal without Edin Dzeko's header out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's the 91st minute.
You've got to be gutted. You know, if you're Edin Dzeko in this scenario that we're talking about, maybe Teddy Sheringham in the Man United Solskjaer, like
The second goal as opposed to the third or whatever.
Sheringham comes on,
Yeah.
scores an equaliser, then gets the header to give Solskjaer an open goal. Nobody talks about him ever. Sheringham did it all.
Yeah.
And you're right about Dzeko.
Yeah. You forget about it.
Oh my God, it's a Tottenham corner.
If they score on a loopy,
Mate, can we just have an agreement? If Tottenham are ever winning by 2 goals, enter him. I can't sit here.
I'll just do a solo stream. I don't want to see
signal.
United. I just don't want to see United. I cannot see United win. It's a beautiful stadium, by the way. Fuck me.
Hard to get to, though. Too hard to get to.
Well, you can row your boat down there.
You could,
Some
I
United
think
fans
what
have done
you can
that.
do is you can fly to France. You can go like Biarritz or something.
Yeah,
Go in that.
Cams has gone to Nantes to get down there tonight.
Who had?
Cams, Culture Cams.
Did he tell you?
Big United fans. Yeah.
When did you see him?
Last week. Regent Street.
Oh, what, you bumped into him?
Yeah. Down on Regent Street.
Down Regent Street, just swanning about the West End?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
lovely
I think
around there.
That's quite a good way to go. I think Adam and Spraggy, when they went to
Barcelona and then
Long drive.
they drove from Barcelona. Wow.
Long drive.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, a game of this magnitude should be somewhere a bit more accessible. It's like Chelsea are playing next week. We shouldn't really be playing in like the 4th biggest city in Poland.
No.
So
But
European
what is
final.
their rationale? Because I remember 10 years ago, UEFA had this thing of trying to include as many
No, I mean,
countries
I'm
and
up for it being in
cities and-
Poland.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
just
not-
think
I'm
it
not- I
should-
know you're not saying
mate,
that.
I just don't see why it's not in Warsaw or Krakow.
But is there a reason that it's that city? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
No.
obviously, Bilbao is a big footballing city.
Do you know? I don't know, but I tell you, this, I'm not drawing any parallels to the conversation that we're having. Okay, I'm not drawing any parallels. But I'm reading a book at the moment, right, about Italian 90, and it's hilarious. There are a lot of games played in Bari. Bari is a little place
Miles off.
on the boot,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
on the heel of the boot of Italy. You know, a good club, but not a particularly big club, not a particularly historic club. Quite often,
Chance for United, but I think it was offside.
corner.
Oh, it was a
come
corner.
on.
Lenny Yoro nearly got a flick on there.
Right, quite often
could've
in
been
the second division.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Bari, it gets a massive stadium, like 70,000 seater stadium, right? It gets loads of games during the World Cup, and it gets a Champions League final. And everyone's like, this is weird, isn't it? Like, this is the equivalent, I'm not even taking the piss, this is the equivalent of Northampton getting a why is this happening? And basically, the president of the Italian FA was from Bari and supported them.
That's crazy.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's crazy.
It's like they literally just decided, he decided in a fairly corrupt way, I'm from Bari, I'm going to, go on, mate.
United got a
Get up
chance
there.
here. United have got a chance.
Get your shot off. Get your shot off.
They're in the box. Ooh. What's happening there? Spurs just can't defend a football, can they?
Tottenham have panicked
I'm
already.
going about Spurs
Tottenham
on the ball.
Tottenham have panicked
they can't
already.
defend off the ball.
Come on. Mace, money, Mace. Come on. All is forgiven. God, I'll tell you what, Vicario looked really nervy there.
He's not had a good season. I think last season, people put him in team of the season.
We went
I went early, yeah.
We went early on.
Good shot stopper, but...
Nah, he hasn't got that commanding...
See his frame. He's a very skinny keeper.
Skinny,
a bit like Kepa. He's got the Kepa vibes about him.
I don't even think he's as... Like, I don't rate Kepa. But
Would you rather have Kepa or Vicario?
I'd just rather have neither.
No, you have to have one.
I would have Oliver Kahn.
I'd rather have Vicario, I think.
Manuel
just
Neuer.
about.
I'd
They're
rather
big,
have
they're
Manuel
big
Neuer.
lads, aren't they? What happened to the big lads? What's he doing? That could have been a penalty
Mate, he
easily.
could. Rasmus Højlund did quite well there because he could have potentially gone down. You know, like initiate contact.
Vicario goes a bit quicker than he could have brought him down, yeah. Oh, man.
Come on, United.
United
this is
looking
what we
good
like
here.
To see. This is what we like to see.
United looking pretty strong here.
That's a foul, ref.
Yeah, smart foul from Casemiro, I think it is.
I don't want extra time, Buvey. Don't know about you.
No, I don't want extra time. Oh, that's a little bit reckless from Tottenham there. He's got the jacket on. I don't think he warrants wearing that, particularly with
What do you reckon
a t-shirt underneath.
Jacket and a t-shirt.
I think without with the United badge, you have to wear it like Sir Alex would have worn it, or Busby, or whoever. But he's wearing it a bit too casual.
What about the concept? Just a t-shirt with a suit jacket.
I think it's okay without the Man United prestige. If it's the right jacket, if it's a floral jacket, but a dark Man United jacket, you have to wear
When
it
did it
smart.
become acceptable to wear a t-shirt under a suit jacket? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. And no socks in their loafers. Have you seen that? No socks.
Yeah. I don't...
Like Ashton Hall on Twitter. Have you seen Ashton Hall?
I wouldn't
The
wear
guy's
socks
routine.
with loafers. With the driving shoe, you can't wear a sock. You can have a shoe liner, but it's got to be invisible. Like,
Right.
you can't let your sock be seen. Socks should be... look, like these. Socks should be seen. Socks should be worn and not seen.
Yeah, barefoot. I can't believe it. Especially
No,
in London.
barefoot is mental. Like, what are we? Australians?
No, yeah, it's crazy. And the dust in London.
Yeah.
All sorts.
You've got to be nuts to wear a
All
flip-flop.
sorts. Hoyland's getting bullied.
Oh, he did quite well there. Stop crying.
No, he's moaning.
Stop crying.
Fucking just shut up. I hate this kid.
I
Man.
know. He's
I
useless,
hate
isn't he?
him. He makes me hate football.
Do you know how infuriating he is when I want them to win? Like, I find him quite comical usually, but now I need them to perform.
He's like a spoiled baby. But he's a fully grown
Big
baby.
lump of a baby.
He's a fully grown baby. Has he got a nappy on? No, seriously. He's like a little baby.
big fully grown baby.
Fucking took his boot off at the ref like he's...
Yeah. Also, that
some
can
guy.
happen. Like, you get your heel clipped. Like, that can happen. It doesn't necessarily even make it.
stand Oilham. I really can't, mate. But that Barry thing's interesting.
It's great, isn't it?
Then you think it's obviously in this kind of Italian way. It's kind of funny, but that happens in England all the time. There are certain decisions that happen.
Maybe just
that
not as blatant.
But
Maybe
we
just-
just
maybe just not-
subversive.
yeah.
Like, we don't realise.
Maybe just not as blatant. But yeah, basically, honestly, like it's just the story of the Italian
Amazing.
World Cup.
Yeah,
He's
amazing.
built his hometown, a 60,000 capacity
So
ground.
they're playing it now, right?
They're playing it now, but they get
it's
like
half empty.
8,000 at home.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the
they
risk
had
of having a
England-
World Cup.
Mate, they had England. England played there. England played there, maybe against Republic of Ireland, like in a World Cup game. And then there was a Champions League final there. I think Partizan Belgrade won the Champions League.
Wow.
And it was in Bari. It's like you know, even like the Italians in Turin, the Italians in Naples, the Italians in Milan, they were like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Why is this not in Rome?
That's crazy. That's crazy. There's a club in Spain that's going to be in the Conference League, and they're in an island in the middle of the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's a great cross. Who?
I don't know what the club is, but it's in the
In the
middle of the
Atlantic?
Atlantic Ocean between America,
Yeah.
Spain, or Portugal.
Yeah.
There's an island in the middle of the Atlantic that has a football team that have qualified for the Conference League.
But they play in the Spanish league. They're in as a
They're in the
Spanish
Spanish side, I think. Yeah.
Right.
They're 250 miles off the coast or something.
Mate, do you want to know something pitiful? Do you want to know what's really upsetting? If Chelsea lose our next two games, which isn't beyond the realms of possibility. It's unlikely, but it's not. You don't have to work too hard to imagine the scenario.
Of course.
Right? We're in the Conference League again next year. You believe it? I thought that we'd got rid of this competition, like never again.
No.
We lose two games, which is very possible. In fact, we could draw one of them. We could draw one and lose one.
You can't.
We could draw with Forest and yeah, because if Villa win and City win.
wow.
So basically, Chelsea and Forest, corner from If Chelsea and Forest draw, City win and Villa win, us and Forest are out.
I think the City debate might be over. I think it would have been juicy for the stream, for neutrals.
I kept saying
yeah, but I thought Bournemouth had a good chance.
Scared. I
thought Bournemouth, and they had chances, by the way, in the game yesterday, but it's over now.
It's over now. I agree. I actually thought it was over before then.
It's now Chelsea. It's like Chelsea, Villa, Forest. That's it. Yeah. Newcastle done.
Yeah.
City are done.
If you believe City are done,
I think City. Honestly,
Fulham. Then it's one of Chelsea, Forest, Villa.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Forest have it in our own hands. Villa don't. Villa need Chelsea and Forest to draw. Villa need Chelsea
win.
and Forest to draw, and they need to beat Man United.
Yeah.
And if they do that, they will be in the Champions League. And if Chelsea and Tottenham,
what an
Chelsea
amazing
and Forest
race
drawing isn't difficult to imagine either.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It always happens that way in a big game like that. Both sides desperate to you cancel each other out
and all over it.
It's been the best top four race I can remember in my lifetime.
Yeah,
there's a good one between City and Tottenham. I don't know if you remember. Crouch scored.
Yes, I do remember. Crouch's header.
Oh, Tottenham! Oh,
fucking hell. Yeah, Crouch's header. The Tottenham men behind that goal went nuts.
Against Martin Phillip. Is
that who it was?
He was the emergency goalkeeper.
We had one which is probably the best one ever. Because we've got against Forest, we had a playoff with Liverpool. Chelsea played Liverpool, final day of the season, winner took all.
Yeah, amazing.
And do you know what it was billed as? Just to demonstrate how football has changed since 2003. Do you know what it was billed as? The £30 million game.
Crazy.
And at the time, I remember going, this is a £30 million game.
Yeah.
And like 30 million now.
What's that?
Mate, what would it be now? It'd be
Madawake's left toe, wasn't he?
What would it be now? Genuinely. What's qualifications Champions League minimum?
I think it's 125.
150 million pound game.
I said that to Jamie Carragher once on the overlap. He was slagging me off because City keep going to semis and finals and winning finals.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money you get for winning the Champions League and the Premier League
of course.
and the FA Cup? And he said, "Oh, well, that doesn't count as revenue." I was like, "Yeah, it does. It's not just about qualifying for the Champions League. If you win the Champions League, you get
the more
big
games
boy money."
Well, Arsenal would have made a fortune from the Champions League this year. Of course they would.
But if they win it, they get even more. That they can put onto their
final
HMRC and all that. Oh,
yeah, well, if you think it's about £1 million per position in the Premier League.
Tottenham. Oh,
mate, so Man United looks shaky getting
both
rid of that.
Shit as each other,
Mason
mate.
Mount and Casemiro in each
Honestly,
other's way.
it's the Chuckle Brothers.
Mate, Richarlison's a
Barry.
nuisance, you know. You wouldn't want to play against Richarlison. No. You know, in a game like this, you really wouldn't want to play against
He'll nick a goal. Mark my words. He'll nick a goal.
Oh my God, what's that? Casemiro booting the ball into Mount.
The thing is, he'd start for United as well. I mean, all banter aside,
Richarlison,
he's far better footballer than Højlund. I don't rate Richarlison, but he's far better than Højlund.
He is far better than Højlund.
Premier League proven. He led the line for Everton. Big football club.
Far better than Højlund.
Come on, Tottenham. Come on.
Oh my God,
where are the twins?
Are they twins? Are they actually twins?
If they're not just twins, and the sky's not blue, Roars, is it?
Are they actually twins?
Of course, they're fucking twins.
I don't think they are.
You know.
Like, I honestly don't.
Our producer wants to know about the twins. They're called the twins. Okay?
They're called the Tottenham twins. Do you know the Tottenham?
Ball in. Oh,
Harry Maguire, get there.
Smash this in, Brennan. Brennan, that's not a foul. It's not a foul.
100% foul.
It's not a foul. Guy, honestly, mate.
Brennan Johnson
people
is just
hold
in the
their
team
heads
for
now.
a back post tap in, isn't he? Like, he's in the side.
I think he's a
for
solid winger. Yeah.
He needs the back post tap in. Like, that's what.
Let's have a look at this. That is not a foul. Is that honestly, mate? They just go down holding their heads, and the ref stops it now. Adam Wharton did it in the FA Cup final multiple times. It was embarrassing. It's not a foul. Have you ever had an emergency signing?
C-section.
C-section?
Is that what you said?
Hopefully not for you, mate.
No. Have I had an emergency what?
Has Chelsea ever had an emergency loan signing?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a few. Higuain?
No, is that an emergency? That's not an emergency loan.
No.
In the middle of the season.
Felt like a panic.
No, a panic's different. So when I said Martin Phillip, that was an emergency transfer outside of the transfer window.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, I can't think of anything.
We signed him from Sunderland because Shea Given and Joe Hart were injured.
Is that when you get special dispensation from the FA?
That you can sign someone.
Yeah.
That's a free agent, I think. Or and put them on loan.
Right. No.
It's quite a rare thing in football.
I can't remember. Can you remember anyone else it happening apart from Fulham?
Oh, it's good. It's great trivia.
An emergency signing.
I can't actually. It's the only time I ever heard of it.
Man United signed Henrik Larsson. Was that an emergency? No.
No. I think the argument might only if it's a goalkeeper because it's a specialist position. I don't think you can emergency sign a striker. I might be wrong.
Yeah, because surely if you can, what happens in that situation if you need a striker? Man United need a striker. Surely they go, shut up, play Mason Mount.
Yeah, you play someone up front. But if there's no goalkeepers from the academy as well. Oh, that's a good shout. Branthwaite, was that an emergency deal though?
Martin Branthwaite at Barcelona.
I don't know if it was emergency. It might have looked like emergency because Barcelona are a shit show in terms of how they run things, which is changing now, to be fair to them. But wow, that's great trivia from Alpha.
Branthwaite, yeah.
Oh, big chance for United. It's going to Hoyland, so what are we even looking at?
No, but even Hoyland can hit the back of the net. When it has happened. He scored the other day. Was it against Bournemouth?
Hades comic coming around once every 27 years.
Pretty sure he scored against Bournemouth and he went nuts. Was it Bournemouth?
Yeah, I think
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was a 1-1 draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 1-1 in the last minute. He went nuts.
That's where football's gone.
What club do you think he goes to? Because I think he leaves.
Levante.
Trouble is though, they just don't get anywhere near the money they need, do they?
They tie themselves in with these terrible deals. He thinks he's hard enough pushing people around.
Get it in the back of the net.
Oh,
Come
Vicario!
On. Set him up.
Vicario!
Target. Just hit the target.
Oh! United have had a massive chance there. Was that Amad Diallo? Flashed it across goal.
Mate, he was a great first touch, wasn't it? The way that he took it on.
Mate, Vicario's shocking. I can't believe how bad it is. Even that, how is he getting to that? How is he getting to that?
How's somebody not just on the back of the end of that, though?
Look at that.
Terrible goalkeeping. Terrible goalkeeping.
And then Amad Diallo flashed it wide. He has to hit the target. Yeah, he has to hit the target.
He has to hit the target.
Delo's on the bench. Fucking hell. He's not starting Delo anymore.
It's rubbish.
Well, I know, but he fits the position, doesn't he?
But he's rubbish.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I just don't get it. Do you know sometimes with Adam, like you just feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall. He's rubbish.
Yeah, but you need to back someone, don't you? Do you know what I mean? If you ask like a Cardiff City fan, they'd love someone. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You have to love someone in this life.
Yeah. Robbie Earnshaw. He was
a good
amazing
finisher.
at backflips.
Yeah, I don't know. His knees
Absolutely
took it.
amazing.
If I did that, both my knees would go.
Mate, I can't. My kid does gymnastics. I don't know how you do a backflip. Do you remember that kid out of JLS?
Yeah,
He used to run up the wall. Ashton. He used to run up the wall. It was amazing.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'd love to be able to do shit like that. If I could, I'd do it all the time. I'd do it here. If I could just do
you could never do that when you're a bit more nimble.
Fly up a wall?
No, backflip.
No, I couldn't do backflips. Do you think I am?
Well, you're a little bit smaller, with all due respect.
No,
it's easier for smaller people. For big people like me,
it might be
hard.
easier, but it isn't simply the preserve of the short man can backflip. It's not like one of our things.
The twins can backflip, that's for sure.
They can't.
They can.
No, they're hefty.
I've seen them.
They're hefty.
I've seen them
They're
backflip.
heavy.
90-min officers, mate.
They're both heavy. There's no way that they're backflipping anywhere. No way. You have to be lean, mean.
Yeah, you have to be lean, don't you?
Fighting
Yeah, you have to be lean.
Yeah.
100%.
Like Ashton Marigold.
Ashton, yeah, they were good JLS. Prime years 2007, 2008.
Dad,
Yeah.
would you come to my
The other one's on, got his own Kiss show now. What's his name? Marvin
Humes.
He's on Kiss now.
And he goes out with Rochelle,
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so, mate, yeah.
Frankie Bridge goes out with...
See, he's fucking
Wayne.
diving, Bruno, man. Oh, fuck me, man. Adam Morton went down at Wembley. I was just shouting, mate. I was just shouting at Adam Morton when he went down. Honestly. Just got smashed in the face with a ball full of air.
No, but if a ball hits you, you're weird about this, because you said this the other day. A football hitting you in the face is agony, mate.
You don't go down.
You do.
No, I'd judge you if you did that in a game. If we played a game and you went...
Whereabouts on the face does it hit you?
If I smash you from point blank range of the football, obviously you're allowed to react.
In the bollocks.
Say, oh, fuck,
okay, what about in the bollocks? You go. You can go down in the bollocks.
For Adam Wharton, he's a professional footballer. Yeah, he went down.
I think
it went to his head.
I think
if you went down, if you dived, I'd judge you for the rest of your life.
No, but I wouldn't be diving. I would be legitimately going down because a ball smacked me in
You're allowed to stop. You're allowed to say, "Oh, I hurt my head," and then you go down, but you come back up again. Adam Wharton's rolling around in pain. It's made of 99% oxygen. The football. It's made of air.
I really disagree.
It's made of air with something that encompasses the air in a spherical shape.
At his head by a professional.
He was
footballer
diving. He was time
who
wasting.
makes the ball travel.
He was time wasting.
You know when a footballer pings a ball? You know, like who's got the best strike? Who can pick? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Gareth Bale.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
All right, fine. Yeah.
How fast is that travelling?
Yeah, if that hit me in the head, I'd stop. I wouldn't dive.
It's on his chest.
I wouldn't dive.
It. What? What's it going? 100 miles an hour?
Yeah. So what? I wouldn't dive.
You wouldn't know. You're not.
Adam
diving.
Wharton dived.
You're legitimately falling over.
Yeah, you fall over, you get back straight up again. Don't pretend that you've just been shot in the face by an AK-47.
You could be concussed.
No, he was time wasting the whole game, and I couldn't really express myself because I was in a load of Palace fans.
Were you?
Like,
They could beat you up.
yeah, but
Beat you up.
They were in
Geezers
suits
out of
and
Croydon,
stuff.
smashing you about.
No,
Is that what you were worried about?
no. I was just worried that it was just me and one other City fan, one down from me. I couldn't really express how annoyed I was with the game.
Yeah.
But it was bad. But what you have to say about Palace is they were time wasting, but fair. You got to sort of say fair play because the referees let them do it these days, and they managed. They weren't naive. You know, like you think Palace were a bit emotional and a bit.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were like
No, they were
prime Real Madrid
crisp.
in Champions
They
League
were
final.
Crisp.
Yeah, they were like holding it in the corner and time wait. Henderson
You've got
was
to give
time
Glasner
wasting.
so much credit there, haven't you? Like Parish,
It's experience.
but Glasner, man.
Parish.
Also, they're now in Europe.
Yeah, it's mental.
Like, I can't get my head around that. Crystal Palace are going to be playing like Ajax
It's crazy, isn't it?
because they're not a big club, Palace, at all.
No, you were saying off stream that they're smaller than QPR.
They are
Bigger than Millwall.
They are smaller than QPR though.
Yeah.
As a club, don't you think? Similar attendance figures. QPR won a
Have
trophy.
QPR won the FA Cup?
No, they've won the League Cup once, but they won it.
But history changes, doesn't it? So if you win the FA Cup and you've been in the Premier League for the last 12 years non-stop, I think that probably makes you bigger than QPR.
But they nearly won the league. QPR. They nearly won the league.
So did Palace in the 70s.
They never nearly won the league.
Palace had a side that had a run for the title in the 70s.
I don't think they did.
Palace fans were telling me all week.
They didn't play. Palace didn't play in the top flight until 1969.
Palace fans were telling me they had a season where they were like challenging for the Division 1 title. I think Palace are bigger than QPR now. The training ground, the players that are coming out of QPR, out of Palace.
QPR finished behind Liverpool by a point, and they were robbed because Liverpool played. You know, like you have to play every last day of the season. Same time. Liverpool played a week later.
But coming
QPR
second in Division 1 doesn't mean you're bigger than Palace.
No, that combined.
13 years
also
in
think
Prem.
of the icons that have played for QPR.
Yeah,
Icons, Stan Bowles, Rodney Marsh, Ray Wilkins, Les Ferdinand. Proper players.
Ian
played for
Wright, and then
QPR.
you go with John Solarco, you go with
Ian Wright, John
Alan
Solarco,
Pardew.
Chris Coleman.
and Andrew Johnson.
QPR's a much bigger
Zaha.
history. Like, okay, if Palace won a trophy this weekend, so it's difficult to
Yeah,
argue.
I think it's changed things.
But QPR won a trophy in '82.
Yeah.
They won the League Cup in '82.
Who's got more fans? Tight.
At the moment, Palace.
Palace have got more fans.
At the moment.
Bigger on social, which is a factor. It's a small factor, but it is a factor. Like social
QPR or
presence.
Palace.
Are they bigger
Mate,
than
I
Charlton?
don't like QPR at all. Like,
No.
But I think QPR are bigger.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
The
hard.
FA Cup, one FA
Mate,
Cup versus
you've
one
got to
League
think,
Cup.
Like Ray Wilkins is a QPR led. Like he played for Chelsea, played for QPR, managed QPR. Ray Wilkins is better than anything that's ever played for Palace. Stan Bowles, Rodney Marsh, Les Ferdinand. It's like icon after icon. They finished top London club in the Premier League era. Palace have never done that.
Did Wilkins go to a
QPR.
Euros or World Cup with England?
Yeah, 82. He went to AC Milan. He was one of our best. Also,
Man United.
they finished top London club. Crystal Palace have never ever finished top London club.
Never.
Never.
That's interesting.
Never.
Yeah.
QPR have.
It's obviously really tight.
In the Premier League era.
Do you think Charlton are bigger than Palace?
No.
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 Have Charlton won a major trophy?
No.
No. Fulham have never won a major trophy.
Fulham have never.
So Palace are bigger than Fulham.
The difference for Fulham is Fulham were London's first ever football club.
Yeah, it got a bit more
Fulham were the
history.
firul ever
Yeah.
football club.
That's amazing when you think about it.
Yeah.
That's
And the
amazing.
cottage is iconic. Like the cottage itself is iconic.
It's been enough in 10 minutes, really.
Yeah.
No one's keeping the ball very well. Casemiro's being combative.
This is what you said before the game.
No
You
quality.
said to me before the game, this has got extra time written all over it.
That's why I don't watch the Europa League. I'd rather watch
What would you rather watch?
a high-quality TV show.
Such as?
Well, I tried watching the last of season 2. It's fucking embarrassing.
Have you watched
It's embarrassing.
Your Friends and Neighbours with John Hamm yet?
I watched the trailer and I was cringing because I'm a
It's really
mega
good, mate.
Mad Men fan. I just think I'm going to watch him and think you're nowhere near Don Draper.
It's really good.
So I'm going to be a bit miserable about it.
It's
It's like
really
watching
good.
James Gandolfini and other stuff. It's like, oh.
I don't mind it.
stand.
Your Friends and Neighbours is good. Do you
Yeah,
know what
I'll
I
give it a
noticed
go.
about John Hamm in this show? He's wicked at tennis in real life.
Is he, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's obviously like a brilliant tennis player because he plays a lot of tennis in this show.
You can see it on
And you
the
can
on the
just
shot.
see, yeah.
Yeah. God, this game, the quality is shocking.
Just
Look at
come
this
on, Man
shit.
United.
This is so bad, man.
Divs. Man United loses Tottenham. Adam can't really ever come back, can he? We have to vacate his
If
seat.
you're the side that loses Tottenham after 17 years, it's not like it's nearly 20
18,
years.
18, don't do that.
Yeah, 18 years. 20, it's basically 20
It really
years.
has to get to 20 years. It really, don't rob us of this. Like, it has to get to 20.
I think there's a small bit of you that would like it for the wind up with United fans.
It's good. It
gives you ammunition for so many videos that you're going
to
do.
lose to anyone other than Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want Tottenham in the Champions League next year. It's too upsetting.
Yeah, but they get smashed.
Tottenham are our biggest rivals. Man United are nothing more than a team we don't like very much.
Yeah.
They're not the same. It's not the same sport with regard to the way I feel about these teams.
No, of course.
Like,
But there'll be a bit of you that think, I'd love. It's going to give me ammunition for.
Yeah.
It's going to give you ammunition against Adam for 10 years.
I don't think there's a Tottenham fan in the world that I like.
Expressions.
Yeah, I like him actually.
Harry Kane.
He's not a Tottenham fan.
He is.
He's a Tottenham player, and
He's
I
a
do
fan
love
of Tottenham.
Harry Kane, but
He's
not
definitely a Tottenham fan.
Like, I can't think of. Okay, I like expressions.
You like Majestic?
Yeah, I can live without Flav. I'd happily never speak to Flav again for the rest of my life. Is there anyone else? You struggle to find a Tottenham fan I like. Do you know I can spot a Tottenham fan as well? Do you know it's my skill? I'm not even joking. If we're in the street, we're in a pub.
Yeah.
I'll know that guy's a Tottenham fan.
What is it?
Slight edge about his character. You could just.
What is the thing about his character? What is it?
Slight chip on his shoulder.
Slight
Slightly
chip,
aggressive.
a little bit cocky.
Bit cocky. Slick gelled hair.
Yeah.
I can spot man bag on. Finance Range Rover.
Yeah, I can kind of works in recruiting.
Mate.
Lot of
Works in
recruitment.
estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, calls me geese.
Oh yeah.
I can spot it a mile off. Talks about how from London they are when they live in the home counties.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, I'm from London. Oh, whereabouts? Billericay.
They are a very fashionable club, Tottenham. I know loads of Tottenham fans. Loads.
They are very well supported. Like,
Yeah,
you know when
yeah.
people argue, how do they find themselves in the Super League or whatever, considering like their pitiful record in tournaments, like they don't win silverware. They're a big club. That's what it is. Like,
Yeah,
they've
they
got
have a
lots
deep
of
history.
fans. Yeah,
Deep history, don't they?
history. First team to ever win the double. They've won the league, 3 times?
Yeah.
You know. Do you know what really upset me? Do you want to know something that really got to me? And Chelsea fans don't even understand what I'm talking about here, but it really would upset me. We've won 2 European Cups, right? But if Tottenham win tonight, they go above us for Europa Leagues, UEFA Cups. I don't want them to have more UEFA Cups than us.
I don't know.
It would upset me. It would upset
It would upset you. How much would it upset
a
you?
lot. I don't want them to have more Europa Leagues than us.
Yeah.
We've won it twice. They've won it. Like, they don't get to go 3-2 up on us.
Have they won it twice or once?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, 74,
They
82.
won, I know the early one, yeah, but
82.
82, yeah. Wow. If they score from this, come on.
Shut up.
Come on.
Shut up.
Get it in the box.
Shut up.
Deep.
Shut up. Deep. Shut up.
Come on, get it in there.
Deep, shut up.
Ref.
Ref,
This
keep
guy's
your
trying
eye-
to-
keep your eye on that Richarlison. He's
Get it
filth.
in.
Very.
In front of the Lily Whites.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Lily White's, the shop?
Yeah. Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leicester Square.
Leicester Square, yeah.
It's a Sports Direct now, which is horrific. Come on, Hoyland. Vicario.
How many Tottenham fans in the chat, I wonder, versus Man United fans?
Mate, they're about.
Leave your comments down below. I don't know if there's any super chats. Obviously, make sure you like the stream as well. What's the like target today? What are we on? 500, 400?
What are we on? I
Can't see Alpha. Can you see?
I can see now. We're on 200.
200,
Mate, no
lads,
one likes
get us
you
to
very
1,000 for fuck's sake.
much. Mate, can you like the stream, please?
Lads,
What's
come
going
on.
Please like the stream.
1,000 likes,
What is this all about?
please. I've been back in Tottenham.
Mate, what is going on?
Come on, lads.
200 likes. That's horrific. Mate, unbelievable.
I saw someone slagging off my cap saying I look grim today.
Mate, it said there 500 and Buvey will take his top off.
No, 1,000. I might take the cap off, but I do need a haircut.
Mate,
Um,
I can't believe that.
United on the attack here.
Come on,
Diallo.
son.
Oh,
Good player.
good defending there. He's good.
He's good.
Touch overrated. I think United fans gas him up too much.
Come on. Who, Diallo?
Yeah,
he's good,
he's
man.
way too gassed up.
One of Eric Ten Hag's biggest mistakes was not playing Diallo.
He was young at Sunderland.
Yeah, but you just got to play it. You know, like Ten Hag had nobody good and just
but
wouldn't play Diallo. It made no sense.
They signed him for 35 million quid when he was 16. I just don't.
35 million at 16.
Underrated how much
At
they spent
16?
on him. They spent a lot of money on him. I don't think he'll ever be a world-class winger. I'm happy to say that on camera, recorded live.
I think that Romeo's down.
Romeo's done, yeah? So he's not even Romeo, is it? Romero.
Romeo.
Who I think is a fantastic centre-back, by
Is
the
he
way.
down? Oh, yeah, he did get an elbow to the head. Completely accidental, but he dipped his head into Højlund's elbow. But he did get an elbow to the head, to be fair to him.
It's been a weird 30 minutes. It's like they're not nervous, but the quality just isn't there.
Mate, did you get us to 1,000 likes before you start talking about quality?
Oh, fucking I hope so.
Did you?
Where are we? What number is that? I can't see. 614.
614.
Lads and girls.
Single on Buvey.
Lads and girls. Lads and
Mate,
girls.
there's no
guys
girls watching this.
Yeah, there is.
No girls watch me and you.
My personal channel is 99% women. I don't know about yours, what you're doing on yours.
No, mate.
They're all Man
there's
City
literally,
fan. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, say hello if you're a girl in the chat. There's literally none. There were 99.9%.
Make sure you like the stream, guys and girls. We need 1,000. The guys and girls at home.
There's no girls.
Yeah, there is. 1,000 likes, please. And make sure you check out Skybet while you're doing it as well. Where are we at? 800? I can't see. My eyes are fucked.
My eyes are good.
We need to always zoom.
We're not even on 700.
Not even on
Mate.
700. I'm seeing a 7 somewhere.
Yeah, you're seeing a 975.
Shout out all the Tottenham fans, yeah? The Twins, Expressions, Majestic,
They're not twins.
Gary
mate.
Lineker,
Right, let's
Jermaine
make game,
Defoe,
right? You named Jermaine Defoe's not a Tottenham fan, is he?
Robbie Keane,
He's not a Tottenham fan. Do you know what a Tottenham fan
Berbatov,
means?
Juan de Ramos.
You're just saying players' name. Like it'd be like me going, I'm Man City player,
All
Man
right.
City fans.
All right.
Sean Wright Phillips.
We'll go. Oh, yeah, he's definitely a Man City fan.
He's not definitely a Man
He is. He is. Sean Wright Phillips is a Man City
Probably
fan.
quite a bad example then.
Yeah, it's a bad example. It's like saying Aguero.
Aguero.
No, actually, no. He must be a Man City fan. Who does he support?
Who
Where?
played for City who's not a Man City fan?
Tevez.
Tevez not
Probably
a Man
not.
City fan.
Anelka.
Yeah, Anelka's not Man City fan.
No,
Yeah.
he was good.
Um,
He was good. Fuck.
are they, can we find out? Are those Tottenham twins? Because I don't think they are.
If they're not twins, then I don't know how the world works.
You ever met them?
I've been in this industry a long time, mate. I've met almost
I've been
every
in the
time.
industry quite a long time. I never met them.
You've never met them?
Never.
Oh,
never
what
met
were you
either of
doing?
them.
You got to get from under your rock, mate. And meet people.
Where would I meet
Oh,
them?
Tottenham. Where do you
I
think?
don't go there.
Huh?
I don't go
So where? I go there
Where did you meet them?
in Tottenham.
What do you mean in Tottenham? What, you're walking around Tottenham High Road?
Chick King.
In Chick King.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
foul.
that's a foul.
Foul
It's not giving.
now.
Ref, give it.
It's a foul.
Play on then. Play on. Make it
Fucking
count
hell.
now. Make it count,
Come
United.
on,
Don't
mate.
put the ball out. Make it count. Don't put the ball out. There's no need to put the ball out.
This is awful. This, honestly.
That's a good ball. It's a good sorry. That's a shame. That's a shame.
Commentator's curse. You've got to wait for that ball to
Gotta wait
land.
for it
In
to
this
control
game, don't make any predictions about that being a good ball because it's just not going to be a good ball.
That was a foul.
That's a foul.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
Easy
Ref
as you
got it
like.
all wrong. It's not
Hurt
really
as
a
well.
Foul. It's a bit cynical. It could be
That
a
would
dead leg.
hurt. Yeah.
Bit dead leg. That
Yeah,
could really
dead
hurt.
leg, mate. Yeah.
You don't want that.
It's a
You
yellow
don't
card.
want to, look, even Postacoglu's telling him to get up.
Is he?
Yeah. I like man.
That's an awful haircut. He's a millionaire, so I'm allowed to say that.
What?
An awful hairline. Masrari's got an awful hairline.
What you said? What you're allowed to
he
say
can-
because
he
he's a millionaire? Is
No,
that
because
Ryan Mason on the bench.
He should be able to fix it with £1 million in the
Ryan
bank.
Mason never gets sacked.
No.
He's like the ever present.
It's crazy, isn't he? Yeah, it's always there.
He's just always there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'd love the camera to go on Adam McKola now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I wonder if he'll get on there. He's done some stuff with TNT before.
Is this what it's on? Oh, I didn't know what it was on. I
Yeah.
was down my nan's earlier. She wanted to watch the game. I was like, I can't find it. I thought it'd be on Channel 3. But it's not.
Channel 3.
Or whatever. ITV.
ITV.
But it's
Used to
not.
be on Channel 5 when I was a kid with Pat Nevin.
Pat Nevin, man. Yeah. Oh, you know, I went to a talk the other night at Chelsea. It's nothing to do with Chelsea, but it was in the nightclub at Stamford Bridge.
Mm.
And it was Pat Nevin interviewing Roberto Di Matteo. And it was good, but
Wow.
do you know what was shit? Pat Nevin just didn't know enough. You know about that?
Really?
Yeah, he just.
I thought,
well,
because he always was literally the one that did the research. Pat Nevin. A bit dry, but...
What he didn't know, because you've got to remember, when Di Matteo signed for Chelsea, Pat Nevin would have been playing in Scotland. He didn't know.
What, at the end of his career?
Like Di Matteo got a famous injury, right, that ended his career playing for Chelsea. He got injured. We got beat in Switzerland, St. Gallen. And Di Matteo, who ironically was born in Switzerland, got crocked out there. Nevin didn't know. He just didn't know that happened.
What injury was it?
Just a bad tackle, and he never played again. Just a really, really bad tackle. I think it broke his leg. He never played again.
Right, yeah.
Nevin didn't know that had happened. He just didn't know. It wasn't his fault as such.
When did he play for Chelsea?
Pat Nevin.
Yeah.
One of our best ever.
No, I mean like era. What's
80s.
the era? Right.
We went down and he got us back up. We got promoted in '84.
Yeah.
And he got us promoted.
You'd think he'd know that sort of stuff.
I just don't think it, because it's a stuff that you like. Realistically, it's not going to be in your notes, is it? Di Matteo got injured against St. Gallen. Like, you either know that because you remember it, or you don't know it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was sort of interviewing Di Matteo, but it was a great event. He just didn't know enough about it. Really good.
That's brilliant.
And obviously, Di Matteo, I think they should build a statue for Di Matteo at Chelsea.
It's weird that they haven't, because obviously the FA Cup
We haven't got any
goal.
Mate, the FA Cup goal in '97.
Yeah.
Right, first trophy, 25 years. The last FA Cup at Wembley, he scored the last goal in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Di Matteo again. Then comes back with Eddie Newton and manages us to the Champions League. And people forget that year, we won the FA Cup. Do you know how we won the FA Cup? We beat Tottenham 5-1 at Wembley, and we beat Liverpool in the final.
That's
and
crazy.
that was as well as winning the Champions League.
Tottenham in the semi-final of the FA Cup 5-1.
5-1.
I remember that 5-1.
Mate, you must remember, Frank Lampard scored a free kick from about 100 yards. There's a ball played up to Didier Drogba. He takes it on his chest.
Yellow kick.
Turns outside, blue. Turns outside and pings it with his left foot near post top corner.
Have to Google that.
Oh, mate. Didier Drogba's goal, it was like, you know when you could ping it up to a striker and he just chest it and hold it up?
You'd hold it. Yeah, you'd hold it, yeah.
Unbelievable, man. And Lampard scored a free kick. And I remember, I was in the ground. I remember going, don't shoot. Like 40 yards out, straight in.
Oh, I was like that with Company. I couldn't believe it.
5-1.
Yeah.
And then obviously got to the final, beat Liverpool. Ramirez, man. There was a save. There was one of the best saves in the FA Cup final. You ever seen Peter Cech save from Andy Carroll?
Yeah.
Cross to the back post, and it's a goal.
Yeah.
And somehow
Yeah.
Cech saves it. But so we won the FA Cup off the back, and then
Andy Carroll scored in that final.
A few days later,
Yeah.
we went to Munich and beat Munich.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, and Eddie Newton.
Then he's gone a
Love
few months
Eddie
later.
Newton
It's
as well.
crazy.
Love him.
That's ruthless, isn't it?
I think he's in Istanbul. He was anyway. Eddie Newton. I think he's like, you know, Becca Shahir.
Yeah. What, managing them, or is he assistant?
I think he's like scout or something like. He's involved anyway. I love Eddie Newton from Shepherd's Bush and played like 200 games for Chelsea. It's amazing, isn't it? To like just play for your local club.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, Tottenham!
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
How's
Tottenham
the keeper
robbed
not
Man
told him
United.
I mean, he's got to take responsibility, Euro as well, but
Lenny
surely
Yoro.
Onana could help him out a bit. Just remind him that someone's on his back. Look, man on.
You just got to deal with it. You can't
man
be.
on. You've got two men on.
He's trying to play it out there. You got to even run to the
Mate,
touchline as well.
It's so easily a drop for Solanke.
crazy.
Solanke scores there as well.
You just got to boot it with Onana. You can't mess around with
Kick it
Onana.
out. Kick it out.
Of course. Lenny Yoro's made some, I think, comments, sort of, well, not comments, but this implication he wants to leave. He's made the mistake. I don't know if it's direct, explicit comments, but there's a big rumour that he already is unhappy, wants to leave, go to Real Madrid in the summer. Doubtful that move happens.
I think he was going to Real
He was in the summer,
he
yeah.
was
The Man
going
United
to,
outbid him.
I think they played a Champions League game. Was there a Champions League final at Wembley recently? He played. I think Real Madrid played in the Champions League final anyway, and he was the guest.
Right.
Lenny Yoro was the guest of Real Madrid
Yeah.
at that final, and he ended up at Man United.
There's a lot of talent there for sure, but Man United it's a car crash.
Not if they win this though. It could be what they need, the facilitator.
Yeah.
Or maybe not though. They've won it. They've won it. What, 7 years ago?
Yeah. And what's happened since then?
No, nothing. They've played in this.
It's a nice moment. It's just a final to win. It's like what Mourinho said about the League Cup, I think it was, or he said, finals are there to be won. He was referring to the League Cup, wasn't he? I think. You can't enjoy the Europa League final. I think the Champions League, you can say, let's have a big day out, but the Europa League final is not enjoyable.
Mourinho would never sneer at any trophy.
No.
The only thing he would do, even though he did that six thing, he didn't really acknowledge the Charity Shield, not properly. Other managers have. Like, do you know whose Charity Shields do a lot of heavy lifting? Arteta's.
Yeah, he's won.
Won two.
35% of Arsenal's trophy record is fucking Community Shields. 35% of their trophies are Community
Of
Shield.
their all-time trophies?
Yeah, I saw a tweet. Went mega viral. 35% of Arsenal's trophies are Community Shields. How embarrassing is that?
Doesn't sound right.
Used to be sponsored by McDonald's. Ronald McDonald.
That doesn't sound right.
It is. I saw a tweet went mega viral.
Yeah. I just think with Arteta's record, like people talk about that FA Cup and 3 trophies. Charity Shield's doing a lot of heavy lifting, man.
Well, it's so embarrassing. Pep Guardiola came out and said, "Who won the Community Shield this season? Man City. So we've won a trophy this season. He did it this week.
Did you win that?
I can't
even remember that. I don't think
we must have because he said
I've
that we did.
No,
it's one of them. Sometimes when
Can
you
you remember it?
sometimes you just have to
mate, it's been a
gamble
long
it.
season.
I know.
Can you remember?
He was in the.
Charity Shield
Oh, it
this
would have
year.
been City versus Man United.
And you beat them, obviously.
Yeah, must have them.
I've got no recollection of that fixture whatsoever. I've got
Community
literally
Shield
no recollection of this game.
2020. It's where Google's rubbish. You just need ChatGPT.
Mate, I've got literally no recollection of this.
Yeah, we must have done it on the. We must.
Oh, it went to penalties. 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. Great game. Went to penalties.
Did you go?
But
were you actually at the game?
No,
that
we
you
were
can't
there.
remember?
We
Oh,
were
were
there.
we here?
We
Did
must
I
have been
do it with
doing.
you?
Must have.
Fucking hell, mate.
Must have, mate.
Mate, I've got amnesia. I've literally got no recollection of this whatsoever. I can't.
Oh, Bernardo scored. Yeah, he went loopy.
Snooker loop.
Yeah, he went snooker loopy, mate. But Pep came out after the FA Cup final. How embarrassing is this, right? And he said, "Oh, well, City have won a trophy,
Yeah, you should
like Palace, like Newcastle, like
shouldn't have done that.
Liverpool."
Shouldn't have done that.
I don't like him the last couple of weeks. I've
We're
not liked
talking
what he's
about
done.
things like a moment ago, and I've gone. Andy Carroll did this. Petr Cech did that. Charity Shield this year. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah, because it
Didn't
matters
happen.
to you, doesn't it? I mean,
It
but
didn't
just because
happen.
you work in football doesn't mean like you're not going to remember everything that
No.
ever happened in
No, but
football.
I
Like, it's a
can't
lot
remember
of
the
things to
game
remember.
taking place.
No, I know.
I agree. I can't remember every detail of the season.
But to be fair, it would be.
I literally have no recollection.
But how many
of it.
games a season are you're probably touching 400 and 500 games a season if you're talking about everyone's
Yeah.
game in the Premier
Yeah,
League, all the
yeah, yeah.
Champions League permutations.
Yeah,
Community Shield's awful.
I can remember.
Oh, Tottenham
No.
TV have scored. Tottenham. Brennan Johnson scored.
Post tapping. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh
god.
my god. How many times have I said back post tapping about Brennan Johnson?
Brennan
Oh my
Johnson.
God.
That's outrageous. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Might change the camera, lads, if possible. If we go wide. Yeah. Tottenham are 1-0 up, lads. Honest to God.
Mate, you need to clip up how many times. People don't like to acknowledge when I get something right. People don't like to acknowledge when I get something right. And I swear, I've predicted this.
No, you said Man United will win.
No,
I
said-
predicted Spurs to win.
No, I didn't. They haven't won yet. What I said was Brendan Johnson with a back post tapping. Said it about 4 times.
Yeah. But he's good at that. Sterling was great at doing that. Like, it's a great skill to
What time
have.
to score as well, just before half time.
Yeah. Mate, Spurs are going to win the Europa League. Great finish. Great finish. He's a touch as well.
Mate, I think he's got lucky, Booth. I don't think it
Let's
is
have a look.
great. No,
Oh, he has
got
got a bit
really,
lucky. I
really
thought he
lucky.
touched it. I thought
No,
he
he's
touched
got.
it.
Oh my god, he's got so lucky.
He's put himself in the right position.
Nothing about that was great for
He's
me.
put himself in the
No,
right
he's completely
position.
made a pig's ear of it.
And it
Luke
could be
Shaw's
handball.
made a pig's ear of it.
Could be handball for Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw to Wally.
Adam will love that.
Your
Luke
mum's
Shaw
on
making a
benefits.
mistake.
Did you see that? What's that? Do you know what that is?
What's that?
Luke Shaw. I couldn't believe it. It's one of the most distasteful things I think I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Oh, the video. Yeah.
He's doing his thing, and it goes. I saw it on Twitter. It goes, your mum's on benefits, and that's what he's saying. He's a footballer. I mean, like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's one of the most. Like, I think Man United should have sacked him.
That's crazy.
Should have sacked him.
Yeah, these guys are out of touch, aren't they? Man United are 1-0 down in the Europa League final to Tottenham Hotspur. I love life.
Don't celebrate,
I love football.
mate.
I love football.
Mate,
I love football.
look at our in-game note there. Brendan Johnson versus Luke Shaw is one to watch. Is that an area Tottenham can exploit?
Well, I told Alpha
Go on,
about that
Alpha.
pre-stream. I told Alpha about that as a note pre-stream. I said to Alpha, we've got to focus on the Luke Shaw versus Brennan Johnson debate. And fair play. We put it in the script, mate. So,
Mate, this
but
is
no, that is
horrific.
fantastic production, I have to say.
This is horrific.
And now Casemiro is going to score because Alpha's predicted that Casemiro is going to have a big role tonight.
Come on, Casemiro, please, God.
Which is a good shout, but he's just not put his foot on the ball today, has he? Like, he's just...
Mate, it's gone straight to
His legs are jelly, mate. His legs were Weetabix
Mate.
2 years ago. So why is he going to be any
No,
good
he's
in this
played
game?
Well
Has he?
He's played well in the tournament this year.
Jinsu. Leon.
Leon.
Okay, no. 7th in the French... No, they're going to get relegated in the French league.
Oh,
Okay. They nearly got relegated from the French league. It's like an embarrassment. Yeah.
I quite like Leon.
Let's
I
do
like the man
Ligue
you
1.
manage.
Ligue 1 table. How do you say it in French? I don't know.
Did you get the 1,000 likes yet?
Of course we do. I'm just doing French. And Spurs are 1-0 up. We
No,
must
you
have
want-
5,000 likes now.
Mate, nobody wants that.
100%. Ligue 1. Here we go.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, big block from Van der Ven, I think it was. Where Leon? Oh, they climbed the table, but they were in a relegation battle early in the season. Someone, who's the manager? He went in there and saved. Yeah, but they were in a relegation battle. No.
Qualify for Europe.
They were in a relegation battle. No, honestly, they were. Honestly.
Yeah, but they're sick.
They were like in
They're not-
December.
they're not
They were
like 12.
relegated.
They're
Who's their
six.
manager? Yeah, Rudy Garcia. Yeah. Rudy Garcia.
Oh, he drinks sangria.
I sat next to him on a plane once in Russia. How weird's that? Small world.
Rudy Garcia.
Yeah. And Cambiasso. I tried to get a little video with him, but he said
Said
no.
no.
Yeah. Because in Russia there was no transport. Everyone had to get the plane or bus.
What?
In terms of
Internal flights, you mean?
yeah, you couldn't get to fucking Nizhny Novgorod.
So
it was
what?
a 5-hour flight, a 4-hour
So
flight.
if you were
So
going
all
from
the
St.
press-
Petersburg to Sochi,
to follow England, you'd end up with all the PR, the press. They'd all
on
be
the
on
same
public
flight?
flights. Yeah.
yeah.
Sat next to Cambiasso, small man.
What, on the plane with you?
Yeah, and
Literally
Rudy
on
Garcia.
the next seat.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. And Ruud Gullit, I think, was there, but I wasn't anywhere near him on the plane. World Cups are great like that. You can meet so many people that out of nowhere. It's like a buzz, like a 2-week buzz. You can
Yeah,
meet.
when I was in Brazil, I ended up in a nightclub with David Trezeguet.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's mental.
So sick.
And it was one of them as well. You know, when the drinks were flowing, I was
Yeah.
I really can't afford to be in here.
Yeah.
You prick, sure. Brendan Johnson's got so lucky.
What about the
there.
keeper? Should Onana be doing better there?
Don't think
It's a little bit flat.
Maybe. Mason Mount hasn't done anything.
I know.
Flat, aren't they, United? Flat.
This forward three, the two number 10s, they're so
Do you know
high at the
do you know what
pitch,
they're
aren't
gonna
they?
rely on very soon. You know what's going to happen? It's just desperation. Harry Maguire's going to go
Yeah,
up
up
front.
front. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Harry Maguire is going to go up front. That is what Manchester United are going to
It's
be resorted.
embarrassing, mate. It's embarrassing. 3-4-3 doesn't work. It doesn't work at this level. Trust me. Two number 10s that don't touch the ball.
Two number
What's
10s that
happening?
don't touch the ball.
They're too high at the pitch.
The two best players on the ball can't get on the ball.
And Mount, he's not a winger. He doesn't have the
Why
pace
do
to
you
get
think
away.
That's a formation issue. Just because there's no support, they're too far away.
In
From everyone
Portugal, it might work. 'Cause you got Jokeres banging 90 goals in 3 years. I get
else. What
that.
are they doing? No, but why doesn't it? So I
Because in
agree
the
with
last-
you. But why can't you have Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes playing with 5 at the back?
Because you've got too many players that are away from the central part of the... Who's got the Ballon d'Or at the moment? It's Rodri. Because he plays in the base of midfield. He comes deep and he controls things. That's the most important... Yeah, I know. Who was he? No, but do you know what I mean? So, like, you have these two number 10s floating about near the striker. They can't even get on the ball.
A nightmare, isn't
It's
it?
a shit formation. It's a joke formation,
Mate,
mate.
Tottenham score again, end
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, not-
Richarlison's doing a Rivaldo. Oh. Mate, you don't know what to do here.
I can't believe.
Mate, they're 1-0 up.
I just can't believe this.
I love it.
I can't cope. Everything is wrong with the world. Everything is wrong with my life.
Tottenham are winning this. Mark my words. I can't
I
wait.
don't think the world will ever be the same again. You know, sometimes.
Oh, it's
in
not
life-
the... You're right about... If it's the Champions League, we're doing this stream 6 years ago, I think you're right. I'd be gutted. But this...
But
it's
you know,
the Europa
sometimes
League.
in life,
You've had two Champions League for us.
do you know when you get that moment in life where you go, everything is now different? Tottenham have more Europa Leagues, UEFA Cups than Chelsea. That shouldn't be the case.
That's like...
Do you know? But you know, you get these moments, and I reckon maybe our parents would have gone, I don't know, John Lennon got killed. Life is different. The world is different. JFK got shot in Texas. Life is different. It's never going to be the same again.
Yeah.
Tottenham have won European silverware in Bilbao. Everything is ruined.
No, it's not
The
John
world's
Lennon, is
over.
it? It's not John
It's John
Lennon,
Lennon, man.
roars.
It is. It's John Lennon.
This is hyperbole at the highest level.
I don't think it is.
This is.
I think
this
I'm
is-
actually underplaying
This
it. I
is
think
Shakespeare stuff. This.
No, I'm being.
This is
deadly
crazy.
serious. This is as symbolic as when John Lennon died.
No.
It is, mate.
I know
Everything
what you're
is
getting
ruined.
at. I know what you're getting at. If they beat Liverpool in Spain, I get it. I get it 1,000,000%. But this is the Europa League. Villarreal won it. Do you know what I mean? Seville. Where's Seville? Where's Seville, roars?
Just think about what this means.
It don't
Forever,
mean that.
Tottenham are the team
I get where
that
you're
have won
coming
the
from as a
Europa
Chelsea
League.
fan.
Forever, Tottenham are the team that have beaten Manchester United in a European final. Forever, the element
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ideology of Spursism is gone. Forever, they have gone ahead in 2025. They've gone ahead of Chelsea in who has the most Europa Leagues.
But didn't we agree that Tottenham could win this and then not progress as a football club in the next...
We agreed that could happen,
Yeah,
but we didn't agree that it definitely would happen.
I think they could win this and they don't win anything for another 10 years. I really do think that. I don't think they're going to win the Premier League next season. The FA, what, they're going to win the FA Cup next season? Are you worried about that? They're going to win the Champions League next season. Like, they're not, are they? Like, respectfully to Tottenham, if they win this, I don't know if they have the ownership structure, the way they do business to challenge for the Premier
I
League.
will never forgive Manchester United for this, ever. I will never forgive them. Ruben Amorim should hang his head in shame if it finishes this way. But these Manchester United players, fans in the stadium, manager, they now have an opportunity because they have 45 minutes to save their lives, 45 minutes to save the world. That's what this is.
No.
1 minute to save the world. That's what this is.
That was a good song.
Yeah, banger.
Timbaland, Madonna.
But this is it.
Yeah.
Basically, they are on the Titanic, but they know that it's hit an iceberg.
Yeah.
They can steer it ashore.
But
still.
you've won the Europa League twice.
Yeah, but they're about to have won it 3
Yeah,
times.
but you're going to win it again when you get into it next season.
That's not a guarantee. Also, they're ahead of us now. Today, they're ahead of us today. That's terrible, mate.
I don't know, mate.
You seem to be not acknowledging the severity of what is going on here.
No, it's because it's United. I hate United. I don't want Tottenham to beat Ajax. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather Ajax win the Europa League than Tottenham. But if it's Tottenham Man United, it has to be Tottenham all
No,
day
but
long.
I would rather
hate
Ajax
United.
win it than Man United. But that's in 2017. I wanted Man United to get beat and they won.
Yeah.
Now I want them to lose and they win. Let's just get pricks.
We've got Adam's tweets on the screen. Keeper's rubbish. I can't read the other bit.
Strikers rubbish.
Strikers rubbish. Sigh. He's typing sigh. He's gone to
typing
Spain.
sigh.
He spent thousands going
He's
to Spain.
typing emoji.
He's
He's
typing
yeah.
memes and
Yeah.
gifs.
Mate, he's basically using he's like using punctuation.
Yeah. But I tweeted at the FA Cup final. I thought it's stupid. It's such a waste of my time, innit? Interacting on Twitter while you're at a game.
Social media in general is
Grim, innit?
hateful.
I've deleted Twitter in the last couple of weeks.
It's impressive.
It's been beautiful.
It's impressive.
Been slagged off nasty on there in the last couple of years.
You're gonna
Wow.
get you're gonna go fully
Nasty
tick-
pastings on there, mate.
I've had some
Fucking
nasty pastings on there
horrible,
myself, mate. I'm getting them badly this
It's
week.
squeaky bum time on Twitter, innit?
Mate, people say the worst things to me.
It's horrible, mate.
Worst.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Vitriolic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the worst of humanity, all on one little platform.
Your TikTok. You have to
What's
show
that?
me how to do it.
What's that?
That's you on TikTok. Oh,
All the
what's happening,
filters.
everybody?
All the
What football
filters.
team would I be?
I ran out of ideas, so I just do top 10. Top 10s are so good, mate. I find them so interesting.
I want to learn how to do that. Teach me how to do
They're
one.
on the fucking app. You just
Yeah, but-
type in filter, top 10
I don't know how to
filter.
find it.
No, you can do it,
I've
Roars.
never done it before.
You've done it before. I've seen you making TikToks in your little garden
Yeah, but
with your sunglasses on.
but I film it and then I send it.
Yeah, too. Your editor.
Hmm.
Oh, fair play. Fair play. I'm not at that stage yet.
I don't know how to do it. I don't even have access to the account.
What? Because you might use it so much. Like,
No,
You're worried about your
I don't
usage?
need not that because I don't know how to use it. What I don't need though, you are correct on some level. I don't need another
You get you sucked
social
in.
media.
you get you sucked
I
in.
don't need another social media thing to avoid.
You got Twitter on your phone.
I've got Twitter and I've got the Instagram on my phone.
Don't tweet Rory. If Tottenham win, do not tweet Rory. At football Rory Jennings football.
Chelsea Rory.
Chelsea Rory. Do not tweet Rory Jennings. Please do. Please.
I don't want to hear from you. I'm too upset. I'm really, really upset. But what we are in at the moment is a crossroads, like Bone Thugs and Harmony. And what we can do is make sure that we come across this well. We can make sure that we survive this moment. John Lennon.
It's not John Lennon.
It is John Lennon.
Not John Lennon.
Why can't you see that this is clearly John Lennon?
I'll be honest. Who's the
Who's
kid
the
from
geezer?
the...
Mark Chapman.
Who's that?
Who shot
Shot-
John
oh,
Lennon?
fuck no.
Mark
Mark
Chapman.
Chapman. He does match today.
Mark Chapman.
It's not him.
It was Mark Chapman.
It's not Mark
Who shot
Chapman.
John
He,
Lennon?
he does match. He does
Not
six
the Mark
BBC
Chapman. I'm
Live.
pretty sure it's Mark Chapman.
not
Who
Mark
shot John Lennon? Lee Harvey Oswald. No, who shot John Lennon? We need Chat GPT again. I ain't got my phone here.
Yeah.
It was Mark Chapman.
It was Yoko Ono.
No, it wasn't your.
I went to an art
ChatGPT, who
exhibit
shot
once.
John Lennon?
It was the word. Have you ever seen Chuck Berry listen to
Who shot
Yoko
John Lennon?
Ono
John
sing?
Lennon was shot by Mark Chapman. Told you.
What, related to the Match of the Day presenter?
Nothing to do.
The BBC are really screwed now, aren't they?
Nothing to do. I knew Mark Chapman. You make me doubt myself.
Mate, have you
Mark
ever-
Chapman shot John Lennon.
Have you ever seen
And
Yoko
Mark
Ono
Chapman
sing?
here, for us, for me, Mark Chapman has currently cocked the gun back. And then 1-0
Oh,
up.
for God's sake.
But
You know what?
somehow-
Shout out John Lennon. He's an icon.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm saying. The world, when John Lennon got shot by Mark Chapman, the world shook.
Imagine.
The world shook. If Tottenham win the Europa League, the world will shake, and it will never. Be
Won't
the same
shake. Chick King will shake. That's about it. For fuck's sake.
What's wrong with
Chick
you?
King
Can you
will
not
shake.
understand the significance of winning
No, this is dramatization. Over dramatization.
It's John Lennon, man.
Oh, it's not John Lennon. It's like
Okay, what pop star is it getting killed?
who's the
Steak.
who's the little kid from the early 2000s? Little Wayne, not
Aaron
little
Carter.
No, like there's a guy called Little John or
Wayne.
something. No, Little John. Who is it?
John. He's in Robin Hood, you idiot.
Who is it?
Little John.
Little Chris.
Little John.
You've heard of Little Chris?
Little Chris.
Yeah, it's like when Lil Chris sadly passed away. It's not John Lennon.
Is he dead? Is he?
Yeah, see what I mean? You didn't even know. It's like a guy from S Club 7.
What? Is he dead?
Paul.
Bradley.
Yeah. No, Paul. It's fucking 7 of them. You had to get it wrong. 1 of 7.
Only Adam was here. He could tell us.
You know, like when I first met Adam, right? Massive respect to him. I met him 8, 9 years. I was like, oh, Adam, you know, he told me that story when I first met him. 2018. Honestly,
He tells you. If you say the words S Club 7, he tells a story about
3 years later,
meeting
it's like I like Adam. Want to work with him. He's a top guy. I don't want to be disrespectful, but now we've done this show on here for 3 years.
Still telling us.
Every fucking year, he's met Bradley from S Club 7 in Warsaw or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Gareth Bale there?
he's looking dapper today.
Yeah, he is dapper.
Yeah, what a footballer he was.
He was a good player.
What a footballer.
Would he get in this Tottenham team?
Oh fuck, he'd be the best player in the world right now.
He would be. He would actually be the best player in the world, Gareth Bale, wouldn't
Because
he?
Haaland's top 5.
Gareth Bale.
Mbappe.
Gareth Bale would win the Ballon d'Or in the way that Messi won it, wouldn't he? Year in, year out. Gareth Bale would be the best player in the world. So would Eden Hazard. Players that never won the Ballon d'Or would be the best player in the world.
I think Bale's a cut above Hazard.
maybe.
That's how much I
maybe,
rate him.
Maybe.
I think he's the best British footballer of all time. I know it's crazy, but
I don't agree with that, but I do believe that
I
if
think he
Gareth
was
Bale,
better
if
than-
Gareth Bale was playing football today, he would have won the Ballon d'Or last year, year before.
better than. I think he's better than any England. I think he's better than Wayne Rooney. I think there's an argument, but Prime Bale is better than Wayne Rooney. I'd argue that. I think he was that good
I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
for what he did
I
with Wales.
I rate Bale really
Maybe
high.
it's just Wales. Maybe just keep it to Wales. Best Welsh footballer of all time. I think. By the way, what he did with Wales.
Is he the best? Is he better than Ian Rush?
Yeah, I think so.
Ian Rush is Liverpool's record ever goal.
Yeah, I know, but as a total footballer, he was a great
he
finisher.
might be a better overall footballer.
What Bale could do, athleticism, doing it from any angle. Look at his goal, his final season. Look at the goals against West Ham and 35 yards out.
I always think of it's what he
Unplayable.
did at Real Madrid though that sets him apart.
Yeah. The goal against Barcelona, the Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he
what he
ran
did
off
for
the
Real
pitch.
Madrid. Yeah, was he part of the Tottenham team that didn't qualify for the Champions League? No, that was before him, wasn't it? When Tottenham played West Ham last day of the season, Lasagna Gate. Was he?
No. He would have been a
that
kid.
was later than that.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that happened? Do you reckon that Tottenham were poisoned?
I think I think now it's impossible to do that. Everyone's got phones and
Yeah.
all I need to do is film you doing that, mixing shit in.
Yeah.
You're fucked for the rest of your life. You can't get a job,
You're
whatever.
in prison.
But in 2000, yeah, exactly. But 2006, you could get away with murder.
Do you think?
get away with murder?
Do you think it happened though? Or
I think
do you
so.
believe Lasagna Gate?
Yeah.
As Tottenham fans will tell you that something happened that day.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
I think so. Yeah.
Mate, do you know what was quite interesting? Ruud Gullit told this story on the Overlap, right? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
He told this story in the Overlap where he was playing for AC Milan. AC Milan were going for the title against Diego Maradona's Napoli. They played Napoli away. When he gets to the airport, there's 2 planes. He's like, what's going on? Why is there 2 planes? Getting on one plane's all the players. Getting on the other plane is nobody. But they're just loading loads of crates on. He's like, what's that? He's like, that's our food. We're going to Naples. We are not going to let them feed us because they will poison us and they will win the league because of this. So they took a plane. Berlusconi sorted out a plane with only food on it.
That's amazing.
So that they didn't get poisoned.
Amazing.
So, and the players were forbidden from eating anything that didn't come directly from that plane.
That's incredible.
They had more security guards for the plane than they did for the players.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
That's amazing.
But do you reckon that something happened to Lasagna Gate?
I think so, yeah.
Upton Park.
I mean, there's a good article in 442 when I was a kid about it, and I've seen a few things on YouTube. It's a big conspiracy, but it's not out of the realms of possibility.
Yeah.
This isn't JFK stuff, is it? Let's be real.
No, but this game is.
This isn't Area 51 stuff, is
No,
it?
this
It's a
game
bit
is-
of a fucking
This game is JFK.
bit of pasta.
This game is JFK. The world ended and the world ended and started again in a different way when JFK was shot. The world ended and started again
9/11.
when 9/11 happened. The world ended and started again when John Lennon died. The world ended and started again when Tottenham won a European Cup. This is it, man. This is.
But they've already won 2.
This is it.
They've already won 2.
Yeah, it's so painful. By the way, Manchester United and Tottenham, they're both looking to finish the season with a trophy. Amrim versus Ange. It is going to be huge. And that is why Sky Bet are giving you a completely free £5 bet if you bet £5 on the Europa League. So all you have to do is bet a fiver and you will get a completely free fiver to bet on Sky Bet. It really is that simple. So go and bet on the Europa League final right now. Make sure that you click the link in the description. Head over to the Sky Bet app, opt into the offer, and you are away. 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. BeGambleAware.org. All of the information is in the link below in the description.
Shout out everyone in the chat. Make sure you like the stream.
Mate, how did Man United react to this, mate? Just tell me. How did Man United win this game? What do they need? Whether you want it to happen or not. Just
Hoyland
tell me what
off,
they need to do to win.
Kobe Mainoo false 9 like they did in the FA Cup final.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
You're going to have to now get your questions in for Buvey because I am busting for a gym.
Yeah, give me some questions, guys.
You got to get us to a 1,200
Yeah,
likes.
I
How many likes?
want 1,200
You're
likes,
on your
guys.
phone, man. Could you get off your phone? Could you be
I'm
professional?
reading the comments. What are
Be
you on
professional.
about? How am I going to read the comments?
Be
What are you
professional.
talking
How many
about?
likes we got then if you're checking?
We're going for 1,000, mate.
How
Up to
many
920.
Right,
Come on.
we'll get that to 11,000
1,000.
before I get back.
All the girls give me 200. All the guys give me 200. That's 400. My channel's 99% girls, so I don't know what you're doing. You're doing something wrong on your channel.
Mate, your channel is not 99%.
It is.
You don't know any girls.
It is. I know loads of women, man.
You don't know any.
100%.
Mate, you want
The girl that makes me coffee
I know,
at Pret.
I know loads of women.
I know her.
I know
She's a lovely girl.
I know loads of women.
Yeah, I know loads,
No,
mate.
you just said I know loads of women. All right, Playboy.
Oi. All right. Okay, here we go. Why are you dressed as an episode of EastEnders, Buvey? I'm not dressed like anyone from EastEnders. Who dresses as good as this on EastEnders? Seriously, Alfie Moon. Rory's called me a tramp off camera. Not very professional. Buvey, what colour milk do you drink? Is that a real question? I'm a white milk kind of guy. Whole milk. No, semi-skim's got too much sugar in it. You gotta watch Eddie Abu. Okay, too much sugar in that stuff. Leave your comments down below. What do Man United need to change in the second half of the game? For me, Kobe Mainoo is a big one. Christian Eriksen for a bit of control, potentially in midfield. But it's looking grim, isn't it? I mean, it's like they can't control the game. Casemiro's not getting his foot on the ball. Bruno Fernandes has gone missing in this game as well. It's really, really interesting. Also, leave your comments down below about Man City making it into the Champions League. Big win against Bournemouth. Emotional scenes at the Etihad when Kevin De Bruyne was cheered off. And obviously, Omar Mamouche with a 39-yard strike. It was absolutely outrageous. Let me know in the comments if you saw that at home as well. But looking on the bench, somehow Spurs have still got a better bench than Manchester United as well. You're looking at Delo, if you want a bit of pace on the right, maybe right wing back, potentially for Mazraoui, who I don't think's offered much today either. Christian Eriksen, Kobe Mainoo. Xerxes on the bench, but I don't think he's fully fit. It's not looking good. I don't see match winners, changers of the game for Manchester United, but let your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Ultimately, Jed Spence, you got Archie Gray, Tell, Odo Bear, Son. That's 4 or 5 players that are of a higher quality, in my opinion. We're into the second half now. Give me your score predictions down below. And we're going to read off some comments right now. Buvey Hefner. We got a girl in the chat, Alpha. Hi, FYN. I'm a girl, and I've only ever watched Buvey. Makes me coffee at Pret is such a Tory thing. No, I just said Pret as a joke. I don't go to Pret. Okay, I make my own coffee. It's more organic that way. Buvey, where's Adam? Adam is in Spain, currently in the stadium, watching Man United lose 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. He did a send-in at the start of the stream, so I think you can go back and watch that if you want to see Adam's prediction. I don't know if we can replay that or if we want to do that. Maybe not worth it. Maybe Adam can send something in later as well. Buvey, where are you from? I'm from the West Country. Buvey looks like he's about to manage an FA Cup final at Wembley. That's the point. That's what we're looking for here. Bit of character, bit of match experience. I look a bit like Thomas Tuchel maybe on the touchline when he was managing the FA Cup final, managing England. There we go. Buvey, would you ever come to Schemersdale? Where's Schemersdale? Might have to Google that. We are Googling where Schemersdale is. I'm hoping that's not one of those weird things where I'm swearing or something. It's been some really bad football. It has been some really bad football. Bristol City or Bristol Rovers, Bristol City. Do I play golf? No, I don't play golf, but I need to practice. I need to get into it. I'm getting to that age where I need to start picking up the habit of playing golf. 3 or 4 hours out in the fresh air. I think I could get into golf. I'm playing a lot of paddle at the moment, but golf for me could be a juicy little thing as I get into my 30s. No, excuse me. I've got a great backswing.
No, you're not a golfer.
How do you get any momentum on it?
I can't play. I'm terrible at golf.
Oh right, I could definitely have a go at golf.
You're not a golfer. Trust me. You haven't got the precision. You're not.
A lot of people saying I'll be good at golf in the chat. So
I know you.
Lose the hat, please. Honestly, it's just my haircut. I need a hair. I'm having a haircut
I
tomorrow.
like it.
Yeah.
I rate it.
Oh, thanks very much, mate.
Yeah, I like it. Maybe not here because of the light, not on your face.
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's shade on my eyes.
Maybe
isn't it?
not here, but
Yeah.
I like it in general. It might not be ideal
Need
for a
a
live
trim
stream
tomorrow.
with lights above you, but
Ooh.
come on, son.
Oh.
Get the.
I need to go. One
This
sec.
is basically the most important 45 minutes left of the season. This is it. This is what needs to happen now. Manchester United simply must find a way to prevent one of the worst things in the world actually happening. Soho is going to be full of idiots in Holston kits tonight, and they need to be sent home. They need to be sent packing. Did Buvey hit 1,000 likes? Did he? Did he? Yes, he did. Okay, fair play to him. I just can't believe this. This is so bad. Let's have a look at the chat, Alpha. Let's see what's going on. You have to understand that this is a generational hate watch opportunity. Forget about the pain of Tottenham winning. Think of the joy of being able to banter United for the rest of your life. Michael, you're so wrong. There is no banter. I will never banter. I will never enjoy Manchester United losing this final. I will never be able to enjoy it. I can never gain brownie points. I can never have a pop at Adam for losing to Tottenham because I never want to talk about this event again. Tottenham winning silverware is something that I can't enjoy on any definition, even if it means having to go at Man United. So there is nothing good in it for me. I love the idea of Man United losing a final, but not this one. I love the idea of Man United losing games of football, but not this one. This is simply a must-win for Man United because otherwise my life is over as I know it. And I quite like my life. I don't want my life to be over. My life as I know it is quite good. I'm very happy. I have a loving wife, beautiful children, good friends. I'm a happy man. This makes me unhappy. I don't want to be an unhappy man. I don't want my life to end, and that's what's going to happen here. So thank you, Amarim Pillock. What was it like working with Harry and Paul? Mate, it was fantastic. It was a real honour to work with two such icons. Although I'm a bit busy, yeah. I'm a bit busy. It was wonderful, but mate, help me out. I'm watching these. My life could be over as I know it. There is a reset point that will happen today. Life as we knew it has been fantastic for the past 18 years. That life is over. Your life as you know it is over. It will be reborn, but it's going to be a new start. It's the day before and the day after the John Lennon assassination. The day before compared to the day after the JFK assassination. The day before, the day after the Twin Towers. This is it. This is what we're watching. The day before, today, you woke up, everything was right with the world. You're going to go to bed tonight and everything will be wrong with the world. The equilibrium's off. Must be the lithium. I don't even buy any drugs when people give me them. Oh, mate, you listen to the advice of the chat. Mate, he's come back a new man.
I was sweating under my forehead. It is hot in here, man.
Mate, do you just do what you're told? They said take your hat off, and you did.
I'm not sweating here, man.
Your bonnet long looks good.
I don't know.
You don't like it long?
No, I hate it.
You commit to one.
I hate it.
One
I
trim.
need the trim every 3
One
weeks.
trim Buvey.
Okay. Anything happen? Shit in it.
Did someone just write M&M baby? Someone spotted it. Go back to the chat, please, Alpha. I'm sure someone wrote M&M baby. They did. Jack Harold.
Jack Harold. He's a regular on the
He
channel.
did well there. Because that was an obscure reference as well. I didn't even go for one of the obvious ones.
I know a Jack Harold.
I went for a very obscure difference song, and he managed to managed to
Imagine
find.
they lose to these lot. Oh, it's great. Life's great.
No, it isn't, mate. Can you not understand?
Stretford Paddock can chill tonight, baby. It's going to be meltdown in Stretford Paddock tonight.
Mate, this is terrible. This is just terrible. Everything is wrong with the world.
We need to list
Everything-
all the United fans. I'm going to call out.
Left is right.
Flex.
Left is right. Right is left. Up is down.
Scott Saunders.
Scott Saunders. Who's Scott Saunders?
You know Scott Saunders. 90 min.
Oh, yeah, the Welsh fellow.
Who else?
Is he a Man United fan?
Yeah, big United
Yeah,
fan.
he is. Yeah.
Who else am I calling
What,
out?
do you want to just phone up some Man United fans now?
I might fall. Who? Spraggy, of course. Spraggy.
Sod him. Oh, yeah, that's what you get karma for swearing at me on the show that I'm on.
Yeah.
He came onto my home ground.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Came into my home ground and swore at me.
Yeah. There must be more United fans. Who are the big United fans?
I know
on
loads.
YouTube?
I know loads.
Who?
Adam McKola.
I know big Forest fans.
Who?
Oh, big Forest fans. FaceTime Adam. Well, he won't pick up me. He definitely won't pick me up. He might pick Rory up, maybe.
He won't pick me up. He won't pick me up. Nobody's picking me up again.
What's
A
that?
picture of you picking me up when you're wearing a bathrobe.
I found a photo that came off my camera roll today. Like memories and all that.
Did it actually?
Yeah, it's really
It
weird.
must be the anniversary.
Something like that. Yeah, it's really weird.
Do you know what this is the anniversary of? Do you know what happened today, a year ago? I was at Adi Oladipo's house.
Yep.
I was about to film with him. Suddenly, I get a notification on my phone, and it goes, Mauricio Pochettino sacked. I was like, oh my God, okay. I need to add, sorry, man, I've got to do something else. Everything's changed. 10 seconds later, I get another notification on my phone. Pregnant. I was like, fuck,
Oh
it's been
my-
a big minute. Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, there's literally...
So what
wait,
did you
wait.
do? You
I was like, I've got to go home.
Yeah, that's
I'm so-
crazy.
everything's changed. I'm at Addy's and I've paid for a cab. Everything's ready to film. About, God knows, England or something.
Yeah.
Ahead of the Euros. Mauricio Pochettino sacked. I got, oh, okay. Slight change of plan. We're going to do, let's just take 10 minutes. Phone beeps again. What's this get? Pregnant. Okay, that was a mental 90 seconds. Addy, I've got to go and I can't even tell you why because it's early.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I can't tell you why, Addy, but I'm now going to be really weird and go, I'm just going to leave.
When did you let people know? 3 months?
You let them, you can, there are different, but you
Schools of
certainly
thought.
wouldn't let the world know 12 weeks.
No.
And I probably found out at 6 weeks.
Wow, yeah.
And we did a 20 week. We decided 20 weeks.
I've never had that text, thank God. Thank God for that. Touch wood, eh?
No, touch wood you do, just
No,
just
not
when
right
you're
now.
ready.
Not right now. Yeah, of course. Madness. Did you do a video after, like, in the same time period?
Yeah,
Little bit after
I did a Pochettino video like 24 hours later.
And you were happy about that, weren't you?
About Pochettino being sacked. Not really. I never wanted him to get the job.
So you finished strong, though, didn't you?
But then sacking him to like Pochettino's a better manager than Maresca.
Yeah. But you didn't know it was Maresca, did you?
No,
Or was it straight
but
swap?
also we finished strong.
Yeah,
and
you
Conor
looked really
Gallagher was
good.
playing well, and
Yeah,
Trevor
yeah.
Chalobah was playing well.
Yeah.
So no, I never wanted him to get the job, and I don't like Pochettino. But if we were going to have to, they sacked him when he just about convinced me that he was the right man for the job.
Yeah.
If they sacked him, or if he walked away.
Porro just booted the ball out. These guys are
Mate, they know what
being
they're
rugged. They're being defensive. They're being aggressive. Tottenham are grinding this game down. They don't care about scoring a second. They are happy as Larry in this situation.
Larry David.
Yeah, 100%.
Larry's Lawrence, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
I've got
could
mates
be
that
a
call me Larry. Yeah, I've got. Yeah,
Are you a Larry to people?
Yeah.
Could you be a Larry to me? Do you like Larry?
No, Larry. No, it's too long in the Buvey relationship with you.
Larry, I like it.
Larry, yeah. But honestly, these guys
like
are happy now. They can sit there five at the back. I don't think Romero is the
thing
best
is,
defender
Man
in the
United-
world.
Hang on, like I know that we're 55 minutes into the game, but Manchester United, whoever you thought would have won the game before the referee blew the whistle, everybody would have expected Man United to score. Tottenham won't keep a clean sheet, surely.
I think there is a world they do that.
They can't.
Yeah.
What,
Because they're playing into their hands for us. They're playing into their
Tottenham
hands.
keep a clean sheet
Yeah,
in a
they're playing into
European
that.
final.
Go-
Come on.
We're seeing it.
Mate, they don't keep a clean sheet ever. Ever. Have they had any clean sheets in the whole season?
But they don't
I'm
have
not even taking the piss.
No.
Have
I
they
know.
ever had a
I know.
clean sheet this season? I'm being serious.
I
don't
bet
think
it's
they have.
against United. I bet they've kept
I bet
it.
they haven't kept a clean sheet.
Have they kept a clean sheet against United?
I mean, we put 4 past them.
Yeah. They got a shocking defence, but in a cup final, Romero in a cup final like he was in the World Cup, Richarlison in this kind of game, they'll be up for it. They'd love it.
Mate, I don't think that Tottenham have had a clean sheet this season. I really don't. 6. They've had 6 out of 37.
But one of them's Southampton, probably.
2 might have been.
Yeah, probably
Get
2.
off of me.
But look, Richarlison, they're playing into their hands.
I'm
They're
just want you
slowing
to
it
know
down,
that everything is
throw-ins.
crap. Everything in my life.
Spurs are winning everything.
Win it!
That's not a foul. That's not a foul.
Fucking just win it.
Not a foul. Casemiro's been shocking.
Mason Mount, where's he been?
It's the classic saying that Jamie Carragher said. You've got to leave the football before the football leaves you. It left him 2 years ago and he's still kicking about in United
But,
shirt.
okay, that's fine. But where's Mason Mount? Like, oh, come on, ref. This is a good opportunity. Get Harry Maguire's big bonce on this.
That was a stupid foul to give away, wasn't it? Fucking
Really,
idiots.
really-
These fucking
That's
idiots
the
from
problem
Chit
with
King.
It like drives you mad. That
That's shit, in it.
dumb.
Mazraoui's been shit all game. I think you want Son to come on for a bit, don't you? Just a bit of quality. Maybe even nick a second goal on the
Who's going to
counter
score a
attack.
goal for Man United? Who's going to?
Harry Maguire.
Kobe Mino?
Harry Maguire. Is Kobe Mano on the pitch?
He's on the bench. I'm trying to think.
Oh, come off
who
the bench.
changes it for Man United?
Mate, their bench is shit, mate. Their bench is shit, mate. For all the money they spend, ruining the transfer market for the last 10 years. It's fucking shit, mate, honestly.
I just can't believe Rasmus Højlund's leading the line for Man United in the European.
Manuel Ugarte going to bring him on.
Who would have been leading the line?
Oh. Scramble in the box. United could have scored.
Would it have been Ibrahimovic?
Yeah, in the last one. Yeah, they won the double. They won, a double. They won the League Cup against Southampton and they won the Europa League with Zlatan.
It's a great season.
And the Community
So
Shield.
that team had Paul Pogba in it. It had Zlatan Ibrahimovic in it.
Yeah.
This team
De Gea.
has
Well, I don't
got
count that as a good keeper. But
Mason Mount instead of Pogba
Højlund instead
and
of
Højlund
Zlatan.
instead of Zlatan. Bloody hell.
You know, mate.
That's a signifier of the direction of travel, isn't it?
I think Højlund might be the worst single player in the history of football at this level.
I think he
Because if you say you're a Sunday League footballer who's step 25 in English football, then that's his level. Højlund's so far out of his depth. It's like Ali Dyer at Southampton. He's Ali Dyer.
Mate,
He's Danish Ali
I'm
Dyer.
not even joking.
What's he doing at his
Rasmus
level?
Højlund, if you did a Premier League team of the season, right? You're going to go Gravenberch and Van Dijk and Milenkovic or whatever else. If you did the worst 11 of the season,
Yeah.
he's up front, Højlund.
Oh, yeah. Southampton's forwards have been better than him, 100%. Liam Delap's been relegated. He's 10 times the player of Højlund. 10. Jamie Vardy's had a better... Jamie Vardy's been fantastic at points this season.
It's so bad, Højlund, isn't it? It's like so bad.
You going to dive? Is he diving?
No, this is a
No, fair play. He's trying to keep it on. Amorim has no idea. He's playing a back five. It's flat. It's sterile. These lot of shit, mate. Honestly.
I'm upset, mate. I'm not even joking. I'm really upset. Like, your responsibility now is to counsel your friend. Like, I'm actually really upset. Like, got a ref penalty.
No penalty, Roars. Come on. They'll dive. They'll do anything to get a result at United, but they are high up the pitch, aren't they? You can't keep it on like this for 30 minutes.
No, Postecoglou needs to move Tottenham at least
I
30 yards.
think you need Son on the pitch. Or Tell on the counter-attack would be fantastic. Because if they nick another one, it's over, and they could definitely do that.
This is just terrible.
It's too much possession for United.
Yeah, it's coming. The goal is coming.
Højlund!
You little fucker!
Højlund's not going to get onto that, is he? Look, he don't know what he's doing.
Sweating.
He's running around like it's a charity game. Like I'd run around at the Emirates on a charity, like a...
Mate, did you see Mason
Do you know
Mount
what I
look at Højlund then as if to say,
Did he?
Bloody, yeah.
Did he?
He looked at
I
him
didn't
as
see
if
that.
to be like,
He just doesn't have the... He looks big. It's not like he's diminutive. Like he looks big, but
but you know that pass
no
from Mount
power.
takes a slight deflection. A good forward who's on his toes. Like,
pace.
not
Running
Aguero's
at
done there.
full
He's
pace.
anticipated
Aguero's
it.
dinking
And then
that
he's
in.
got that pace.
Suarez.
Yeah, scores.
yeah, you need a South American bit of flair there, not this Danish lump.
This Nordic,
Danish
lump.
lump.
Yeah.
But nothing against the Danes, because it's a beautiful country.
What do they call that? You know that, like, where you have
Scandinavian.
a really sparse house. Yeah, you have like no fur.
Oh,
like, what do they call it?
minimalism.
Minimalism.
Yeah.
He's a minimalist footballer.
What, IKEA?
Minimal
That's
skill.
from Sweden.
Minimal skill.
You been to IKEA Oxford Circus, yeah?
There's an IKEA on Oxford Circus.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Replaced Top Man.
I don't think I've ever been in an IKEA. There's
Next
one
to the
in
Nike
Neasden.
shop.
Nighttown's gone, isn't it?
Is it?
Nighttown's gone, mate.
The high street's crumbling.
Crumbling. Mike Ashley was right.
It's all Amazon now, isn't it? Shout out Jeff Bezos, man.
Shout out. I think you shout out people who might be watching.
Why is he not watching this? Jeff
He might be
Bezos.
watching the game.
Yeah, he might be
Now he's
watching this. He might be. That's the beauty of the algorithm. You don't know who's watching these
He
days.
bought a newspaper. He bought the
Washington Post, isn't he? Yeah. Shout out Jeff Bezos,
Mate,
man.
you don't shout. Don't you know what shout out means?
Bring in that shareholder value, man.
When you give a shout out about on Pirate Radio, come on,
United!
Come on,
These guys are shit! Ah! Mate, these guys are shit. Honestly, mate. Is that Diallo in the box trying to be Ronaldinho? Please have a day off.
he's on the
Hit
break,
the ball.
mate.
Come on, Tottenham!
Mate.
Tottenham! Ball in! Tottenham! Oh, what a shit touch!
Oh my god, these are the two crappiest teams in the
What a
world.
shit
These are the
touch!
two crappiest teams.
Who's that? Solanke.
The two crappiest
What a
teams.
shit
Solanke's
fucking
crap.
touch.
Thank God.
60 mil for that. He's still 10 times better than Hoyland.
Got an open goal here.
What
He's
a
got
load of
open
rubbish.
on goal.
Roars. Look at this.
One touch shoot.
Open your body.
There's so many goals available for Man United here. If they
Ball's
just want.
rolling and the touch goes wide 5 yards. They're professional footballers. I actually can't stand these lot. And look, it's Primark t-shirt underneath the jacket.
Mate, you can never wear a jacket and a t-shirt.
They probably pulled that out of the
Stupid-
museum. That's what
stupidly
Sir Alex was in 99 when he's running around on the pitch at Camp
He would have
Nou.
worn a suit.
That's what
because
Sir
he
Matt
dressed
Busby was.
properly.
Yeah, but he had that jacket on. That's the Man United jacket. That's what Sir Matt Busby had on. All of these guys. Is it a nice apple? Pink Lady.
Pink
yeah.
Lady, mate.
Yeah, I can't do the
Pink-
other ones.
Pink
Galas
Lady,
and all
can't go wrong.
that. Galas, you get fucked with them.
Galas are for
Too
mutts.
bitter and all that.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
We got Mazraoui in these kind of deep midfield positions. Like, it's mental. The formation maximizes really limiting footballers and limits the best footballers. It's a really strange formation.
Where's Xerxes?
Like,
That's who we need.
Where's Bruno Fernandes? He's
Where's
been limited
Reino?
today. Where's Bruno Fernandes? I thought he's the second coming. He's better than Odegaard. He's better than De Bruyne. He's better than all these guys. Give me a day off, man. Give me a day off.
Strength.
No, honestly, give me strength, man.
From my mum's.
What? No, but seriously, mate. Bruno Fernandes is meant to be this modern
Rory
great.
Leno.
What do you say? Yori Lenny?
Lenny Yoro.
Lenny Yoro, mate.
Rory Leno.
Come on. Richarlison's got you there. Foul! Foul! Come on. That's it. Well played. Richarlison's all over these. And now it's the Spurs throw-in.
They're so crap.
I love Tottenham TV. We are Tottenham TV, baby.
This could be the end of Man United as we know them.
Yeah, getting
This
banged
could
in the
be it.
Europa League
Losing-
final.
Yeah, there's no coming back from
Well,
this.
they lost to Villarreal, didn't they, a few years ago? I love watching that. That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, murder on Gdansk's floor. That was my best line ever.
Alpha's been here 2 weeks. He's heard that joke four
Yeah, that
times.
was my best
He's
ever
been
line.
here 2 weeks. He's heard that joke 4
Yeah, but
times.
I'm just reminding you of my excellent work.
Fuck you now, mate. Unai Emery took a village
Oh,
to the
mate,
Europa
I've
League
heard
final.
that. I've heard that. Yellow Submarine.
Fuck you know. Sophie Ellis Bextor. He's pulling his hair out.
She's
That
probably
kid.
She's probably of all the Sophies. Who's your favourite Sophie?
Sophie Turner, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Sophie
Ellis.
Dahl.
Sophie Dahl, not Roald Dahl's daughter. Really? Sophie
Rose?
Shout out Sophie Rose.
Sophie Rose.
She's an OG of the
Sophie Rose of the what?
Chelsea space. She is.
She was.
She's an OG, man.
She was the original.
Big up Sophie Rose. Yeah?
Sophie Rose.
Big up Sophie Rose, man.
Mm.
Massive shout out to Sophie Rose and all the CCFC TV boys.
CCFC, Cardiff City.
It was Chelsea fan channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Chelsea
it's not
fan.
CC. We're one C.
Oh, CFC FTV.com channel.
You're on about.
What was it? What was it? It was like 5 C's, wasn't there?
No.
CCFC FTV.
No,
or something.
CCFC is Cardiff.
Shout out all the Cardiff boys who got relegated this season. Down you go. Down you go. Shout out all the Bristol Rovers fans. Down you go. Down you go. Shout out all the Southampton fans.
Down you go.
Down you go.
Down you go.
There's another one. Who else got relegated? Oh, Plymouth Argyle. See you on the other side, lads. Plymouth Argyle. They're not a championship club, Plymouth. They shouldn't be nowhere near the championship. They're a League One club. 10th in League One. That's about it. They're not a League One club, Plymouth. Championship club. Son is on for Richarlison. I think that's a great substitution. And Son, by the way, if he wins, it's one of those, like, he's been at the club a long time. He's committed his prime years to Tottenham when he could have maybe made a move like Harry Kane. This is like a nice story for him if he wins a trophy at Tottenham.
Do you think Harry Kane watching this game now, do you think he genuinely, what does he want in his heart? Not what does he tell us he wants? What does he want in his heart? Does he want Tottenham to win this trophy or does he want Tottenham to not win?
Oh, I thought you meant this versus him winning the Bundesliga.
No, does he want Tottenham to win or does he think, I'd love to have stayed to win this with Tottenham?
No, he wants Tottenham to win this, yeah.
Do you think?
All day. But I think he'd rather win this than the Bundesliga.
So you think he'd rather...
As I'm watching this unfold, I'm like...
But mate,
he'd love winning something.
It would be terrible for him to be part of a Tottenham team that finished 16th.
Yeah. Obviously, I guess you could also say they wouldn't have finished 16th with him in the side.
Mate, there's 20 minutes left. We're 20 minutes away from something terrible happening in life.
It's crazy. United have been absolutely shocking. And you can say that the Tottenham goal was cheap, a little bit lucky, but it was a good ball in, poor defender from United. What have Manchester United done in a European Cup final to justify getting back in the game? What have they done?
More importantly, how is Brennan Johnson going to have somehow etched his name into Tottenham folklore? Like, Brennan Johnson. Suddenly, people are going to go, Brennan Johnson.
Vicario. Oh, what a goal line clearance.
Wait.
It's over.
Get in!
Out. Yeah. Sonny. That's it. Hold it in the corner. Get a foul if you can. Well played, Son. Is that Porro clearance? Who's the clearance from? That is outrageous. Goal line clearance from Tottenham after Vicario
made a
bottled it.
Didn't
He bottled it.
Look, it's just chipped into the box. Nothing.
That's shocking
Vicario
keeping.
does nothing. Hoyland
could have scored. Good header from Hoyland, and it was a
good effort. I mean, it's terrible goalkeeping though. Terrible. Hoyland does everything right.
Who's this? Is that Porro?
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven is an outrageously good centre back. Mate,
he does so well there, Van der Ven.
And he could have sliced it in his own net. We've seen that many times.
Yeah.
That is a great clearance from Mickey Van der Ven.
Has he done himself?
He might have done his hamstring, yeah. He had an injury last season, didn't he, for his hamstring?
Raspberry beret, some would say.
He might have done his hamstring there. All because of Vicario. See, stupidity like that can cause injuries.
This is just terrible. This is the worst day that I've had on the club ever. This really... This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me watching football with you. Seriously.
Yeah,
we've watched football together now for about 5 years.
That's crazy.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me watching football with you.
True, yeah. Better from United, and that is just shit, mate. That is just shit, mate. Diallo, mate. Is it like what is this kid good at? Don't give me world-class shouts for Diallo.
I don't think anywhere near world-class.
No,
but I don't
United
think...
fans say he's fucking George Best.
If you're going to have a pop at any Man United player today, he's probably one of the last.
Why? He's been shit as well.
Because where the game has been... Where Manchester United have been so average...
Fine.
It's what's going on around Diallo, which is why Diallo's not on the ball.
But you can't lose the ball in that position. Like, you just can't.
Mate, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount... Like, that's where we need to see more.
Yeah. Luke Shaw has to do better. He has to follow his man. Has to track his man. If you've got 3 centre-backs and none of them are defending, you might as well just play 2 centre-backs and have an extra midfielder. Sean Dyche said this, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago? You might as well just do 4-4-2. It can't be any worse. Get an extra man up front.
I don't understand why Amarim's got away with it. I don't understand why people... this whole devotion to the system. I don't understand how that
gets you work, Wars. It gets you work.
No, but I don't
got company work at Bayern Munich.
What I don't understand is, I don't say let's use our friend Adam as a case study here. Why is Adam not going? You can't play that stupid system. You haven't got the players for it. So play a system that you have got the players for. Why are Man United fans... Like, when Maresca plays Reece James as an inverted fullback or Caicedo as an inverted fullback, I will go, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Play midfielder. Play Caicedo in midfield. Play Reece James at fullback.
Modern football, it needs to be a system. It needs to be 10 years of success.
But my question is, why do the fans of Man United accept it? Like, why are they not going, you've won 9 points since December. Play a fucking system that brings us some points. Why are they not like that? Because Chelsea fans are like that with Maresca.
It's modern football fans. Modern football fans want what City have a Guardiola. The Guardiola system where you can play Fabian Delph as an inverted left back and get 100 points.
Mount off, by the way, he did nothing, did he?
Oh, shocking.
Nothing.
Shocking.
Nothing.
England international a few years ago.
Mate,
I don't think, by the way,
Cunha,
he doesn't help him. Doesn't help him.
Cunha signing for Man United is the end of Mason Mount.
Yeah, they both can't play together. What, you can play Bruno, Diallo, Mount?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Diallo? What is he, a right wing back? Who is this Diallo kid? Is he a number 10?
But, mate, Mason Mount hasn't had a good game since 2021.
I'll tell you something. This 3-4-3 is a snake oil salesman all day long. It doesn't win you fuck all.
Help me understand why Man United fans... Chat. Buvey can't really answer this. Chat can. Anyone in this chat who is a Manchester United fan, can you let me know, are you annoyed with Amorim for not exploring a new system? Or do you back him and kind of go the Adam McKola route and go, this is his system, we got...
United chance! Oh! Free header in the box!
Jesus Christ, what more do you want?
From
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes in the
want?
box.
Like,
he
what
has
more
to
do
hit
you
the
want?
target, Roars. Has to hit the target.
Oh my God. He could bring it down, Buvey. He's completely free. He's completely unmarked.
I respect
he
him
can
for
have
going.
a touch.
Yeah,
have a touch with your left foot and then have a shot with your right. Bring it down.
How are Spurs letting him have that much space? Is Van de Ven still on the pitch? I think he a lot of space in the back line. They're going to have to bring someone on, Archie Gray, to calm things down maybe. I know he's a young kid, but he's been fantastic.
Mate, Xerxes already involved. He's already done more than Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah. They need to bring someone on, Spurs, change the game a little bit. Slow it down. I'll bring an extra centre-back on if I was them, but there we go.
Yeah, do you think there's a passivity, calmness amongst the Man United fans? Like we've seen Oliver Glasner play this system, win a trophy. Manchester United have played this system and accrued 9 points since the turn of the year.
But you said it right. They don't have the players for the system. They got Munoz on one side and Mitchell on the other. They both start for United.
Yeah.
They got Lacroix who'd start for United.
Mustard.
They got Henderson who'd start for United. They'd all fucking start for United, Roars. They got Adam Wharton. If you can only play 2 CMs and the rest are all number 10s and strikers, one of those is better be Adam Wharton, as good as Adam Wharton is on the ball, because he just keeps possession.
The Palace are just better players, aren't they?
Casemiro's nowhere near Adam Wharton. That's crazy me saying that, but Sarr, Eze,
Mateta's obviously better. Mateta's obviously better than Højlund.
Eze, Eze was so good.
Do you think it's a mistake to get Garnacho on, who's going to take his fullback on or cross it in, and have Højlund off? Like, is this not the time? Like, I don't rate Højlund, but do you want Højlund on the pitch when you have Garnacho burning his man on the wing?
I don't think it makes a difference. I think they're all just not working anyway. It's not like Xerxes in the middle. But Bruno's just giving them a chance. It's a gilt-edged chance.
Can I just respond to a comment in the chat here? It says, you guys, talking about you and I, Buvey, we're having a pop at the system. And then it says, Antonio Conte won the league in the system. The point is, Antonio Conte had the players or he made the system work. Manchester United either don't have the players or he can't make the system work. So play a different system.
Stupid comment.
Just be a bit pragmatic.
Garnacho!
Just be a bit pragmatic. Like, the point I'm making is, they've managed to get 9 points since the turn of the year. They get beat every week. Why is no Man United fan going, this isn't working, try something else? Why are all the Man United fans I know going, this is acceptable because this is his system?
It's a dumb comment as well, because this guy doesn't understand football history. I mean, it's been one side in 30 years, and it was an exceptional Chelsea side. But it didn't retain the league. It struggled.
It struggled either.
It was a bit of a hodgepodge of ideas, wasn't it? It became back three out of desperation. You were getting banged with a 4-3-3 for the first few weeks. Yeah. One side in 30 years to win the Premier League with a back three? That's all you need to know.
What it is?
Well, I can't think of any, unless I might be mistaken.
Man United never.
Man United never.
Liverpool, none of the Liverpool
Jose Mourinho, no.
None of the Liverpool team.
You can argue Pep maybe.
Well played.
But it started as a 4 with if you count John Stones tucking into midfield and making it a 3, then I don't think that's a back 3. It's a back 4 with John Stones moving.
Yeah.
So there's 1 in 30 years.
Yeah.
How many Champions League winners play a back 3? Even the great AC Milan side, they had back 4s. So it's like, this system's dead out. You play it when you can't trust your centre-backs. Everyone can see that. It's a million miles away.
Come on. Shaw's useless, isn't he?
Yeah, he's useless. You need to move, but they can't get the wages. Useless. Who's going to pay his wages? West Ham, sorry. Oh
my God.
Spurs on the counter.
Remember the
got to make this work.
2-goal rule. I'm not watching Tottenham go 2-0 up in this game. I refuse. I'll put Coronation Street on.
Son has to do a lot better there. Give it off to the winger. Son's lost a yard of pace as well.
He's finished.
Fuck me, man. It's mad how football works.
Mate, there's 15 minutes left to save the world. We only got 15 minutes to save the world.
It was 4, wasn't it, in the original song?
Yeah, this is my remix.
Don't foul him! Penalty ref! Don't foul him! What are you doing? Why are you fouling him there? Porro, you're dummy!
That's a penalty.
It's not a penalty, is it? Is he giving it? He got the ball. Let's have a look.
I don't think he got the ball, mate.
That's a good tackle.
That's a great tackle on Son. No issue there. Shaw's in
Is it outside the
behind.
box? It's outside the box.
It is a foul, though. It's
outside the
outside the box, but it is a foul.
Take the free kick, yeah, fine. What's he?
Dumb
He's
challenge.
so dumb, and he's not going to overtake you. Look at him.
Shaw.
Look at his waist. With all due respect, I mean, he's not looking trim, is he? I like Luke Shaw, by the way, but he's a millionaire footballer. He has to get into shape for a big game like this. He does, doesn't he? He does. He's a prime footballer.
He's not going to overtake you. Look at his waist.
Yeah, but he's a big boy, isn't he?
Look at his waist.
It's like, he don't look after himself. Clearly, he don't.
What do you think he does?
Well, there's some nice pies up in Manchester, and there's nice food up there. I don't blame him, but he don't look like he don't look athletic, does he? He don't, does he? Luke Shaw.
Look at his waist.
I like Luke Shaw, by the way. I think he's underrated as how good he can be, but he's barely kicked a ball this season. Then Porra's worried he's going to overtake him. Fucking give it a rest. Porra's an idiot, isn't he? So fucking dumb. God's sake. Shout out all the Weight Watchers out there, man, as well. Mate, honestly, shout out.
He's not going to overtake you, is he? Look at his waist.
Porro, what are you doing there? Risky. I can't. They're going to give 4 chances in the next 20 minutes. You know what I mean? 4 big chances, I'll say, to Tottenham.
What I don't understand, that was a foul, wasn't it? We agreed it was a foul, but we agreed it was outside.
So why is he not giving it then?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's not a foul then. Let's get on with
Why
the
is
game.
Kobe Mainoo not on the pitch?
Get the badge in, lad.
Why is Kobe Mainoo not on the pitch?
He's been shit as well. Ganso, he's a good footballer, man.
Tiny
Danso.
Danso.
Yeah, he's a fan. Not Ganso. Who's Ganso? Oh, Brazilian footballer. He's fantastic, Ganso. Danso, what a footballer. Where has he been? Has he been injured? Because he's been fantastic when he
If
came
they're
in.
not singing Elton John, hold me closer, tiny Danso, they're missing a trick.
Yeah.
That needs to be remixed into his song.
Tottenham are winning.
Mate, you've just seen a replay of the goal. Have you just clocked it?
Tottenham are winning. I can't believe it.
Why are you celebrating this?
Because I
Your
fucking
line
hate
is
United. I fucking hate Manchester United. The Jim Ratcliffe, snake oil salesman. That story's over. Putting up a big circus in Manchester. A big circus tent in Manchester, yeah? That's going to get delayed now you're in the Conference League next season. Well, it won't be in anything next season,
No,
will
it won't
it?
be in anything.
So they just came 17th. That's their entire
That's
season.
the season. That's funny. I agree. That is funny. Yeah.
And that's how pathetic Southampton, Leicester,
I
and
don't want to
Ipswich
watch
were.
Tottenham in the Champions League next year.
You don't have to. There's a load of games. There's about 40 teams in it, mate.
You'll make me watch it. Tottenham will play. I don't know.
Villarreal. So.
Yeah, Barca, and you'll go. Let's do that one. I know you will. You'll make me.
If it wasn't for Southampton, take away Southampton, they came up prematurely, young squad, young manager, fine. Leicester City, their training ground, they won the FA Cup a few years back. And Ipswich, if it weren't for those two who spent a fortune, they could have relegated Man United this season.
No, Man United and Tottenham could have gone down, though, to be fair.
Tottenham, yeah, fine.
Tottenham
It's
could
less funny, though, Tottenham. I'm sorry, by a factor of about 100. United getting relegated in this era when they spend more money than Man City in the last 10 years.
It would be mental.
They spent more money than you in the last 10 years.
No, it
How
would be
embarrassing.
mental.
And their fans on their high horses, yeah? Fuck off. No, seriously, I can't stand after them. But shout out Adam McKola, yeah?
Shout out Spraggy.
Shout out
You want
Spraggy.
to swear at me?
Shout out Flex. Big up Flex, yeah?
Nate, you got any other Man United fans?
We're doing it too early. Mate,
They're going to score. They're going to score. Please, God, they're going to score.
They've got nothing. They've got Xerxes, the slowest footballer in the history of football.
He doesn't need to be
Got
fast.
one
He
pace.
just needs to finish.
You know, on FIFA, you get the pace between 0 and 99. 99 is the quickest, obviously. He's got 0 pace on FIFA, mate.
Mate, I just can't believe Mason Mount. You know, off the back of those 2 goals in the previous round, he scored 2 goals in the semi-final of the European Cup
Yeah.
to take Manchester United into a final. I thought he'd build on that. He was terrible against West Ham.
United. Oh.
Please score.
Build on what? He's been shit for 4 years, Ross. There's nothing to build on.
Scoring 2
You're
goals
building
in
a house on sand with that one. I'll tell you now, there's nothing there, mate. Fucking Mason Mount.
It's over for Mount, isn't it?
It's over. Finito.
Where do you think he goes?
Fucking.
Come on, Bruno.
Fucking. Oh, I don't know.
Liverpool?
Fulham. He's Fulham all over, isn't he?
Do you think he's that low?
Yeah, well, 10th.
Yeah.
Brent-
Do you think he's a mid-table footballer?
Yeah. I've always thought that. Even his prime years at Chelsea, I think he was just on the
He was so
ride of
good
better
for us,
players.
man.
Yeah, but Kante made you look like players like that, and certain other players. Like Kante made Pulisic look good, didn't he? At points.
Yeah, he was a terrible footballer. Tottenham are just sitting so deep, and Manchester United can't do anything, can they? Like Manchester United just can't get balls in the box. Tottenham are kind of allowing them to do it.
You got to just get a foul there. You have to get a foul. Well played. Well played. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sonny's got no pace. He's got no pace.
2 or 3 years ago, Son's on that. Solanke did well.
Sad what happens in it to footballers, how quick they lose their pace.
Although this is good for Man United. If Tottenham are drawn out a bit, that could be the moment.
Yeah. They need something to hold. Someone to hold the ball. Is that Solanke still on the pitch?
Yeah.
Got to hold the ball up, mate. 65 million quid. You can't hold a ball up. Just slow the game down now. Come on, Tottenham.
Stop it. I don't like sitting next to you when you do that. Mate, stop celebrating.
Why is he celebrating? You 1-0 down.
Beat you, dope.
Yo, this guy's a melon.
Fucking Wally.
Fucking melon, man.
Starts cheering because he's seen his big head on the telly.
WSL, Saturday, 4 p.m, Arsenal versus Barca. Betis versus Chelsea as well. Why am I promoting TNT streams?
I don't know.
Ridiculous. But that'll be a juicy game. Anthony bangs one against Maresca's Chelsea boys.
Shut up, you.
Imagine Anthony scores a 40-yard free kick against Chelsea.
Do you think Amarin gets sacked?
No, I'm Amarim in. Back in Amarim all day, yeah?
No.
Keep him as long as possible.
I'm really upset.
I think he's done such a shit job. I think he'd have to go back to Portugal and regroup. He'd have to go to fucking
rebuild his
what's that little Braga or something?
In Vitoria.
Yeah, do the Europa League with Braga. They're always in the Europa League, Braga.
Basically, Manchester United should never be losing this game. They just shouldn't be, and now we have to explore why.
You are going to concede a goal in a final.
You've got to score one,
but you have to. Even at 60 minutes, you just say, "I'm going 4-4-2," or I'm matching them 4-3-3. I'll get extra man in midfield. I push Bruno up, whatever it looks like. But he's continuing with this kind of wide system. It's just strange.
Do you think he's done himself a mischief? You know, when he's spoken and he's like talked himself out of the job at times, when he's said that it's the worst Man United team of history and all that.
Ridiculous,
do you think he should have done that?
Of course not. Yeah. You're the leader of imagine the CEO of Apple said we're the worst company in the world. It's like,
Gerald Ratner did it with a jewelry brand, tanked his own brand. There's a really big brand here.
Yeah.
Jewelry brand. The geezer it's called Ratner's. The geezer was asked in interview. They went, "Do you buy any of this for your wife?" He went, "Not this tat," and his brand just plummeted.
It's crazy. Isn't it?
Yeah,
it's crazy. But you're the leader. I mean, like you can turn things. Look at Pereira at Wolves. He's got a limited squad. Cunha's fantastic, Larson, but he's a limited squad. But he's there with the fans having a pint. And I'm not saying it's easy for a United manager to do that compared to a Wolves manager, of course not. But like he looks like a wet handshake, doesn't he? A limp handshake, doesn't he?
I'm very surprised. I am very surprised.
He just looks moist as a guy, doesn't he? Just look grey hairs and just looks a bit
moist.
Do you know what I mean? He looks a bit fucking
moist.
Like, it's a bit soft, a bit fucking, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Where's his backbone? Where's his leadership?
Moist.
No, he does.
I don't know. How much of this defeat do you blame Amarim for? Like so percentage wise, the players have to be culpable, right?
70% Amarim.
70.
This side
That's
should
sackable, you know.
Yeah,
70% is sackable. Oh my god, mate, my heart actually skipped a beat there. I literally, as I saw him coming around the back post, and I was thinking, it's the boy that you kept telling me was brilliant.
Yeah, Ganso.
I was like, this is it. This is the 2-0. This is when we turn the channel over. Mate, they're 5 minutes away from European glory.
They're a banter club.
Mate, they're 5 minutes away from European glory.
Yeah,
Are you understanding the word?
They're a shambles club, Man United.
5 minutes away from the world being over as we know it. We press reset on everything you knew with life.
Yeah,
Everyone watching this, your life as you knew it is over.
I'm happy. No,
I'm happy. Your life as you know. Have you enjoyed your life up until this point?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Right.
It's about to change. It's about to change.
Not for me. I don't. No, you can't. No Tottenham fan can ever come to a City fan about anything. That's how good we've been the last 10 years.
Yeah, but I can say the same, couldn't I? No Tottenham fan come to a Chelsea fan.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that deep. I think we're both sat here miserable. If it's the Champions League final,
say that. You know what you just said there. Generally, you don't conform to your demographic, your age group, right? But you know what you just did. there seems to be this fucking thing that people of your age say. They go like this constantly. It's not that deep.
Oh yeah. It's not that deep. It's not.
It's like you're the thick. Not you, but you know when people say that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, shut the fuck up, you fucking moron.
But it isn't though, because it's like it's only Europa League. It stops United winning anymore and getting back into the Champions League. It delays their big journey to getting back to the summit of English football. And they ruined my childhood when I was a kid. So I'm glad that they won't be going back to the summit of English football for many years. Many years.
How highly?
Especially with the Charlatan in charge.
Rank team seasons. Do a Premier League table.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh my God. I'm about to do a game that I don't want to play, but it's a really good game. It's a horrible game for me and you to play, but it's a really good game. Do the Premier League table of teams this season that have had the best season. So Liverpool have had the best
Liverpool
season.
won.
So Liverpool won.
Newcastle are second.
Newcastle
Whatever
2.
happens tonight.
Palace 3.
Spurs are third if they win this.
Spurs are third, yeah. So Tottenham are above Arsenal. Tottenham have had a better season than Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Arsenal are probably top 6 out of all the 20. Yeah, because they made it into the Champions League and they beat Real Madrid.
I don't think
It's better than it was better than Brentford's season, isn't it?
It wasn't better than Forest season, though.
At the moment, it is. Forest are out of the Champions League places.
Do you
as
think
we
it
speak.
won't be better than Chelsea's season if we win our next 2 games?
Yeah, but as we speak, Arsenal have had a better season than
I think
Chelsea.
you're being really generous to Arsenal here. I think
They beat Real Madrid.
Arsenal's season feels really flat.
But you've not beaten anyone big.
They should have won the league.
But you've not had a Real Madrid moment.
No, but we're going to qualify for the Champions League like that. If we win our next 2 games, we will have qualified.
Where
for
are
the
you now?
We're currently not. We
Exactly.
currently are in the Champions League.
I'm not saying you can't get there, by the way. But I'm
Mate,
saying
if
right now,
if
they
win
Arsenal had a
Europe-
better season.
We win European silverware and get the same.
Yeah.
Second, third, fourth, fifth. It's all interchangeable.
But they beat Real Madrid. They're guaranteed Champions League football. You didn't beat Real Madrid, and you're not guaranteed
I'm
Champions League football.
surprised this is your assessment.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're top 5.
I would
Maybe
say that
top
I
7.
would say Arsenal, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans would agree with this. I think Arsenal have had a very underwhelming season.
Yeah,
Last year, I would have said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This year,
They beat City 5-1. I mean, that's a big result. At the time, it was a big result.
they've had big results, but the
Yeah.
complexion of the season is not good for Arsenal.
I'm just saying. You said it was better than you had a better season than them. I don't think that's true at all.
But they've achieved this season is qualifying for the Champions League. I don't think
Yeah.
we've had a better season than them now. But if we win our next 2 games, that
Yeah,
will
yeah,
mean that
if-
we've
yeah, of
also
course.
got the Champions League and won a
A
European
cup.
trophy.
Yeah, of course. That then it's better.
Yeah.
But right now, you haven't got that. So I'm just being honest about that. But I think they're top 6 or top 5.
So Newcastle second, no matter what.
Newcastle, I think.
Tottenham
Palace,
Tottenham third.
Tottenham, Palace. Who's 5th? Maybe it is Arsenal in 5th. I don't know about Bournemouth. They've had a good season.
Where is City? Low. Really low.
8th, 9th.
10th. Losing a cup final, finishing 5th, maybe.
Yeah, but Champions League knockout stages. I know it's shit, but it's better than Fulham's season, isn't it? It is like better than West Ham.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think City have had a better season than Fulham because
The
of
standard.
expectation.
Fine, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gray coming on and Jed Spence, who's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Gray. I think he's been one of their best players this season. Surprised he didn't start the game actually as well. Wow, Tottenham are a minute away from winning the Europa League.
I think I'm actually going to cry. I think I'm actually going to fucking cry. Tears. I can feel tears welling up in my face. This is a terrible day for London. This is a terrible day for this country. This is one of the worst days that this country has had
Yeah.
ever.
This country, no, I don't know about that.
This country.
I don't know about that.
This is a terrible day for the Isles.
The British
Britain.
Isles? No.
This is the worst thing that has happened to football since
What's worse that's happened to you in the last 10 years in footballing terms? Anything worse?
in the last 10 years.
10 years?
When I thought Arsenal were going to win the league, I really believed
But
it.
they didn't, so it doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Change of ownership? Chelsea's ownership? Does that count?
Yeah, it's not as bad as this.
No.
This is
FA Cup
This is-
finals loss? Yeah, that must be bigger than this.
no.
Yeah, losing an FA Cup finals
No,
worse than this?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
No.
Maybe we've lost loads of FA Cup finals. We'll win it again next year. This is worse.
That's interesting, yeah. Wow.
I would-
7
I-
minutes at a time is a
God,
joke.
I would
It's a joke.
basically do anything for a Man United goal now. I would sacrifice anything for a Man United goal now. Anything at all that you could offer me, I'll say yes. Man United score, but you have to X, Y, Z. Yes.
Yeah.
Man United, please score. What are you doing?
Slowing the game down the ref. I love it.
He's booked
He's
Amarim.
booked Amarim in his Primark shirt. Who's
Amarim-
that? Is that Lindelof, who can't even get off the bench?
Mate, what are they doing? They're wasting their own time.
Lindelof, mate, what are you
Johnny
doing?
Johnny Evans? Yeah, it's Lindelof.
Imagine being a bench player, Lindelof, slowing the game down for Tottenham. It's just crazy. They've been shit such a large part of this game, Manchester United. It's outrageous.
This is it.
This is it.
This is the end.
The home straight now.
This is
5
the
minutes
end of
to
the world
go.
as we know it.
5 minutes. Make sure you like the stream.
Don't like it.
Yeah, like the
Nothing to
stream.
like around here. There's nothing to like in life.
It's not even raining outside.
There is nothing in life worth liking.
It's not even raining anymore.
Doesn't matter if it's rain. It's raining in here. It's a pathetic fallacy. It's raining in my heart. It's raining in my soul.
Mate,
Everything is wrong with
they've
the world.
slept walks, haven't they? They're sleepwalking.
They haven't turned up. These
No.
stupid
They're
Manchurian.
sleep-
They just haven't turned up.
They're
They've
sleepwalking.
allowed Tottenham to win a European silverware. Ref, that's a foul. Headbutt.
That's it. 5 minutes. The
Oh
top-
my God,
the
I
Tottenham
can't watch
boys.
this. Turn them off. I can't watch this. Yeah, okay, I can watch that.
That was the kid that was smiling,
it was.
smiling earlier.
It was, wasn't it? Giving it the
I think
finger.
he must be a Spanish Man United fan or something.
Mhm.
Son's down. Slowing the game down, boys. Game management. Game management. Slow the game. Slow the game. Alpha, Spurs have had a better season than Arsenal.
Turn off their fans. I'm not watching it.
You didn't like that, Alpha. Shout out everyone in the comments. Make sure you like the stream.
Oh, shut up.
Someone do a welfare check on Adam McKola. That's what I'm reading. Imagine spending billions of quid and losing to Tottenham Hotspur in a final. Rory, get a grip from Kieran.
Shut up.
This makes Genghis Khan look like Carl Pilkington. Don't know what that
Why?
means.
What
Is he
the-
suggesting you look like Genghis Khan before you put the coat on? I don't get it.
Maybe. I am similar to Genghis Khan in many ways.
What way is that?
Just general outlook.
What, conquering
outlook.
3/4 of the
Ability
landmass of the world?
procreation.
United on the attack in the final third. Amad Diallo, future Ballon d'Or winner.
We've got 3 minutes here.
Future Ballon d'Or winner. Oh my God! Oh, it's good defending from Tottenham. Good defending.
Can't cope. I literally.
We've got 3 minutes to go, boys. Come on, the Lily Whites.
Shut up.
Come
man.
on, the Lily Whites.
This is basically the worst day of my life. Very few things are this bad in life. Very few things will upset me to this extent. Please, Bruno, please.
Has this been a good final?
No,
Take
it's been
away
a
your
terrible,
hatred of Tottenham.
Terrible game of football.
Yeah,
Terrible
yeah.
game. Oh,
It's
you
been a shit
fucking
final.
Blonde. Why has he got his hair like Eminem, man?
United. United. Oh!
What are you doing?
Lenny Yoro shooting from 30 yards out. Tottenham are going to win the Europa League.
Look at their fans. How can you want them to win?
Now, shout out expressions, man. Shout out
The twins.
the twins.
They're not twins.
Majestic. Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp's not a Tottenham.
Yeah, he is.
Of course he's not.
Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch is a Chelsea fan.
Pavlyuchenko.
Peter Crouch is called Peter after Peter.
Michael Dawson, yeah? Big Dawson.
Not a Tottenham fan. He's a Northerner.
Ledley, the big boy king.
He might be a Tottenham fan.
Oi! Come on, Tottenham.
Shut up, will you?
There's a minute left. You know it's over, Rory.
Being like a big seal. It's like a seal pup over there, smacking your hands around.
Come on.
Please, God, Man United. Please, God.
What a header by Danso.
Win it. Win it. Come on. Mate, this is it. I've got a good feeling here. You prick!
What a shit ball. Oh, it's in the box. United. No way. No penalty. The ref is telling him to get up. 1 minute left. Wow. A minute left in the Europa League final. And United are pumping it long with their 3-4-3 system. Rory about to owe Ange a 1,000-word apology.
I owe that man nothing.
Flav. Shout out Flav, of course.
Not Flav, never Flav.
Flav. Mate, this is outrageous. We've got 30 seconds left of the Europa League final. Big ball in. That is a good ball from United. Oh, what a save from Vicario. Free header in the box for United. I don't know how that's happening. And Vicario's pulled off an unbelievable save. We have to shout out Ange Postecoglou. He told you about this. This is the prophecy. Second season, I win something.
Shut up!
They're calling him a clown, Roars. They were calling him a clown. Oh, edge of the box.
Please, Bruno.
Hit it.
Please, Joshua.
No. Boot.
Please.
Nothing silly. Nothing
Get it
silly.
back in the box.
Nothing silly. Good tackle.
Corner. Oh my God, it's literally coming down to this. It's literally coming down to this moment. Where's Harry Maguire's big head? Come on, sir.
If Harry Maguire scores now, wow.
Oh, Luke Shaw's head.
Wowzers.
Man United fan in the Tottenham.
Okay, who's taking it?
I just need to. We've won 2 European Cups. I don't actually care.
Yeah, you don't need to
I
worry.
don't actually
Don't worry,
care.
Roars.
We've won 2 European Cups. I don't actually care. I literally don't care. We've won 2 European Cups. It doesn't even matter.
Onana's going up.
Let him win it. I don't even care. I literally don't care. We've won 2 European Cups. This doesn't matter.
Oh my God, it's the final kick of the game, lads.
Chelsea have won 2
This has
European
been
Cups.
crazy.
This doesn't matter.
Ball in
Mate,
for United.
We beat them 5-1 at Wembley.
Oh, it's out.
We beat them 6-1 at the Lake.
Oh!
Right, end the stream.
Is that over? Oh my God, this is mental.
There's nothing mental about this.
This is mental. Tottenham are going to win a trophy for the first time in 17 years.
18.
18.
Stop giving them one.
Now it's 0. There was a bicycle kick from Casemiro, I think it was. Oh, wow. The owner of Chick Keen's going loopy tonight.
Snooker loopy.
Snooker loopy, man, with Tottenham Hell. Shout out Seven Sisters, yeah? Shout out all the boys up in Tottenham. The Victoria line. Come on, man. The Weaver line. Come on, man. Is it the Weaver line?
It's over.
It's over! Oh my God, Tottenham have won the Europa League.
Tottenham have won the
Can't
Europa
believe
League.
it.
This is quite possibly one of the worst things that's ever happened to me in my entire life. This is an awful experience. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me on the club. I am a... do you know what? I don't actually care. Let them win it. We've won 2 European Cups. That's all I have to keep remembering. We've won 2 European Cups. How have Tottenham had the worst possible season they could possibly have in the Premier League and somehow achieved the impossible and won an incredibly illustrious trophy? Like, we can't even rationalise this by going, they won a Mickey Mouse Cup or they won a BTEC Cup. Like, this isn't the Conference League. Some people are sneery towards the League Cup, and I'm not. But some people are, and you can almost position that as somehow, being easy.
Yeah,
when they won in 08, they won the League Cup. People could go, well, it was only a League Cup.
Yeah.
This isn't that.
No, it's a
this
serious...
is an amazing, magnificent, illustrious trophy.
Yeah.
They have planted their flag in Europe. They are in the Champions League. They have won in Bilbao. They've beaten Manchester United, which makes it even more significant. It makes it even more impressive. I just can't believe it. This is honestly a terrible, terrible thing to have ever happened to me in my entire life.
This is hilarious, man. Look at this.
In my football
Casemiro's
fandom, Moscow was bad, really bad. Losing at Wembley to Man City hurt a lot.
Yeah.
When David Luiz and Aguero had it, that really upset me. Moments at Anfield, like when the Ghost goal went in, the Luis Garcia goal really hurt. The Ida Johnson miss, I think about once a day. And this.
And Tottenham in the Champions League as well.
Expressions, and in the middle of everything I just said then, I've just seen fucking expressions on the telly. Of all things to pop up on the telly, I've now, in the middle of that pain and torture, I've just seen expressions dancing.
Oh, it's crazy, man. I think Ange Postecoglou deserves a lot of credit. Gets slagged off by football fans, journalists. The tone around him is nasty. He's reacted to a lot of it this season, probably in a not in a good way for a manager of a big football club. But he's got Tottenham over the line. What does it do for his career?
Well, I think he'll leave Tottenham now anyway.
But that gives him a boost. He could be going to...
Well, I mean, I say that as if it's a given. I say that Ange Postecoglou will leave Tottenham.
I think
say
he
that
has
it's.
to.
Is there a world now where, like, let's face it, he's their most successful manager for 41 years.
That's crazy. That's
He
crazy.
He is factually their most successful manager for 41 years.
That's mental.
With that in mind, does he leave?
He deserves to start the season. And I think if you see the same issues defensively speaking...
But what we can't forget here, or maybe we can forget, what are your opinions on this? Maybe we can forget. What I was about to say is what we can't forget is how abysmal their entire season was. What we can't forget is how poxy their season was. They lost 22 games in the Premier League. Can we forget that or can we not? What do you think?
No, United can't forget it because they're a big club. They can't put all their eggs into the Europa League, but Spurs certainly can because they've not won anything in, as you said, 20 years.
But realistically,
Tottenham can afford to have a shit season, a one-off shit season. We've seen it before in the Premier League and win something. I think Tottenham fan would take that all day long. United fans, the institution of Man United is so big, they can't throw all their eggs into the Europa League final and then lose it.
So with that in mind, then, do you think all season we've said Ange Postecoglou needs to leave Tottenham, but now he is factually their most successful manager for 42 years.
Yeah.
In the past 42 years. This is the best manager they've ever had. Better than Juande Ramos. Better than Jack Santini. Better than Jose Mourinho. Better than Antonio Conte. Better than Glenn Hoddle. Better than Martin Jol. Better than Harry Redknapp. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Can they forget the domestic season, focus on tonight, and persevere with him next season?
I think there's an argument they should. Start the season strong, get a few players back from injury, a few transfers in and out of the club, and get close to what he wants as a side. And he deserves it. I think in football, you have to be loyal.
You know what I just thought here?
You have to be loyal, Ross.
Doesn't it feel a bit Eric Ten Hag?
Yeah, but Man United is 100 times bigger than Tottenham as a football club.
Yeah, but doesn't it feel like...
Tottenham are a cup side.
This time last year, exactly a year ago, virtually to the day, Manchester United had this emotional moment. And in the spirit of the emotion, and I'm an emotional football fan, right? But the board, who shouldn't be emotional... The board made an emotional decision. And that emotional decision was to persevere with the manager that had demonstrated that he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Are we being emotional here and going, Postecoglou deserves to stay, when realistically, he doesn't, does he? Or does he? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
But they won the FA Cup. That's not enough. Having a bad season, winning the FA Cup and get smashed in the Champions League, that's not good enough for Ten Hag. But this is good enough. This is Tottenham Hotspur. Even if they came, there's an argument, even if they got relegated this season and they won the Europa League, that's still a good season for Tottenham. There's an argument. There is. So I think you have to persevere. Give him a bit of loyalty, man.
What do you think they do?
I think there's a weird world. They part ways and it looks like a mutual agreement to part ways.
And what they do it as a thanks.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on with Thomas Frank. But I think it's a hard pill to swallow if you're a Tottenham fan. I think you want to see this guy start next season. And see what happens.
And what about for Man United? What does this mean? Like, where do they go from here? So we're talking about Postecoglou. Does Amorim need to... Okay, let's just discuss it. Do they need to sack Ruben Amorim?
If they're a serious football club that want to win the Premier League in the next 3 to 5 years, which I think they're talking about with their fancy new stadium, they have to sack Ruben Amorim. He's nowhere near good enough. No, he's low energy, low confidence. He's got a terrible footballing system that isn't going to adapt to winning the Champions League, the Premier League. And he's just lost... How can you build a foundation as a football club? You've just lost to Tottenham in a final. How can you build a foundation for any sort of success? He's just lost to Tottenham in a final. How can he put his arm around a brand new signing in the summer? How can he say to Cunha, I need you to play as his false number 10 and all these weird systems in a 3-4-3?
That's the thing. It makes his entire... Asking people to commit to his system is going to be very difficult now, isn't it? Because the system is not working. There's no track record for it to work. Like, to join Tottenham now, Tottenham are now a Champions League club.
Yeah.
They are now a serious proposition. They are a team that will be competing in the biggest competition in Europe next year. They have a wonderful stadium, we know. They have a great fan base. They are now ready to compete, to sign players. This will affect the transfer strategy.
Yeah.
Daniel Levy has got it over the line. I just can't believe it. You know, a lot of the time, Buvey, when you and I discuss Manchester United, you're better at this than I am. But I kind of view United wrongly. I view them through the lens of former glory. This, even somebody as convinced by the power of Man United as me, this is it.
This is Black Monday event.
Do you know what? Do you know, for example, what we can't allow next season? Do you know when we do our Premier League predictions? You know when Adam will go, 21 is coming. He's not allowed to do that.
No, you can't do that.
No, he's literally not allowed. Because what we wouldn't do, like, you know, if Flav was on the show, or if we had a Nottingham Forest fan on the show or an Ipswich fan on the show, we'd go, no. We try and be serious. If you want to have that sort of mental chat, if you want to say Ipswich are going to win the league, and you can't back it up massively, you can't be on. We can't allow Adam to talk about Man United winning the league anymore.
No, it's the lowest. It's the lowest point the club's been in my lifetime.
Yeah, like the Manchester United.
They've lost the
aura.
Europa League final before. Then they qualified for the Champions League the following season, didn't they?
Yeah,
Mate, they nearly got relegated this season in points terms.
they nearly got relegated.
Are they on sub 40 points?
They're about that.
Come on. And they got lost to Tottenham in a final, and it's Tottenham's first win in 20 years. It's the lowest point in my lifetime. We're talking nearly 30 years of lived experience in football, and this is the lowest point of Manchester United. I love every
lot
second
going on
of
in
it.
the chat here, Boo. There's a lot of people talking. I'm just going to read out a quick super chat for you. It says Pep Guardiola lost in a final to Crystal Palace this year. Does that not have an impact on everything that you're saying?
No, because he's in the Champions League next season. There are small signs of progress. Marmoush would be an example. Nico O'Reilly would be an example. Haaland scored plus 30 goals and still is contracted to the club for 10 years. Just won 4 in a row. I mean, what are we saying, that City have had a worse season than Man United this season? Have a day off, man.
Yeah, I just can't believe it. What do you think now for Tottenham? Like, what do you think happens to them as a club? If you try and predict their season next year, do you think they're back to square one? Or do you think this could be the start of something special?
They always go for big players. Van der Ven came in for 40 million quid from Wolfsburg, I think it was. Solanke's coming from Bournemouth. He was their best player. They whether we like it or not, Brennan Johnson was Nottingham Forest's best player. They have been going for the best players in the Premier League. Not quite world-class players. Richarlison was Everton's best player. Son was a fantastic signing. So they always have a go. We can question if it works or not. But they can now have a bit more of a go. If Cunha's going to Man United for 65 million quid, he's one of the best players in the Premier League, then Tottenham can be looking at that kind of transfer as well in terms of quality.
Yeah.
100%.
I just can't believe it. This is so big. Like, you're looking at the Tottenham fans there, you're looking at Vicario, Van der Ven celebrating. Tottenham fans, 50, 60-year-old, crying. Because unless you're quite old, you probably haven't seen your team win anything close to this. And unless you're really old, you haven't been old enough to drink it in. Like, to have had a pint on the day that Tottenham last won a trophy of this magnitude, you're about 60.
You're doing your O levels.
You're about 60.
Oh, 60 now, yeah.
You're about 60
You're a kid
now.
then, yeah.
If you had a pint the day that Tottenham last won a trophy of this magnitude,
it's
you're
amazing.
about 60.
It's an amazing moment. And they got through it with that keeper, with Vicario, who's been interviewed right now. And you're thinking, that's incredible. They won the Europa League final with Vicario in goal, who I thought had a stinker. He pulled off a big save in the 95th minute. I'm not going to discredit him for the big saves that he does put out.
But he was shaking.
It's like,
shaking in the first minute. Shaking in the
it's like
first minute.
3 or 4 clangers that he got lucky on. Van der Ven, that clearance off the line.
Yeah.
That is a world-class defensive moment from Van
But
der Ven.
you are right. That header from Luke Shaw towards the end, it could have been a better placed header. It could have been a better header. But you say
that Van der Ven. Oh yeah,
the Luke Shaw header that Vicario saved.
100%, mate.
But do you know what? As much as this is about Tottenham, and I know that we what we don't want to do here is rob Tottenham of their moment. Man United, man.
Well, if they're a big club, you don't lose to Tottenham. Adam said it all the time.
Remember when Adam said it all the time?
Well, look, Man United aren't the top 5 biggest clubs in the world anymore. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry, they're not.
Like, you know when Liverpool played Tottenham in a final 6 years ago? We just went, Liverpool win the game. And not only did we say Liverpool win it, but they won it in the most convincing way. They were 1-0 up after 10 and they went 2-0 up in the final 10.
Stifled the game.
It's like
terrible final.
First 10 minutes, go 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Last 10 minutes, kill the game off.
Yeah.
Like professional.
Yeah, they did that to United. How embarrassing is that? Spurs manhandled United in a professional way. They kept a clean sheet in a Europa League final, mate. Against Man United. Who spent billions on their forward. Amad Diallo is meant to be the second coming.
Tottenham can see goals left, right, centre, by the way.
Oh, give me a day off. These lot aren't top 5 anymore. They go down below AC Milan, who would never lose a final like this. They go below Barcelona, Real Madrid,
Liverpool,
Bayern Munich, Liverpool bigger. These lot are the 8th biggest club in the. And I'd argue, City are a more exciting project and a bigger sporting project.
Do you know what, mate? I would always contest you on this debate. I would always say Man United biggest, if not the biggest, second biggest. But this isn't the behaviour of a big club. And I don't mean this specifically. This might be what's compounded it to me. But this isn't the behaviour of a big club. Like this past decade for Man United. It's just not the way that big clubs behave. Like, you're right. The points tallied this year for Man United was an embarrassment. And they've lost in a European final.
It's like Leeds. Leeds United got relegated. Like Leeds aren't the same size as they used to be. They're not a big club in the same way anymore, Leeds United. They're happy to get promoted with Daniel Farke as the manager. Like, I'm not saying it's the same situation, but Man United, they wouldn't have any of their players started for Spurs in the game today, except for Bruno Fernandes. That's about it. Everyone else starts for Tottenham. So the sporting project at Man United is lesser than Tottenham. It's lesser than Arsenal as a sporting project. And now they slip below Bayern Munich. Juventus? Yeah, are they bigger than Juventus, really?
It's mad. You know, I'm going to have to just have a look at the chat here. There's a super chat that was aimed directly at me. It's from Marshall Fua, who said, let's hear the Ange apology, Rory. He's been slagging him off for 2 years. I mean, I don't think he's a good manager. This is immense. This is a huge moment for Ange Postecoglou, and it is an iconic moment for Tottenham Hotspur. Before the ref blew the final whistle, I was saying that it's a land-shifting moment. I was saying that it's a defining moment for football, for life. I was saying I'm not one of those football fans that will ever try and belittle this competition. So I'm fully acknowledging the power of what this is. And Ange Postecoglou deserves credit for getting his team to the final and winning the trophy. However, does this make him a good manager? Does it make him right for Tottenham next season? Does it paint the season in a positive light overall when you think that they lost 22 games in the Premier League? I mean, Klein say it probably does, and I am wrong, but I think Tottenham is still going to sack him.
The way he reacts to fans isn't good. The way he
or journalists.
Or journalists. Journalists is different. I think the fan situation. I think there's a lot of Spurs fans that would still feel uncomfortable with him starting next season. But I think that's way too ruthless for a club like Spurs. That's way too ruthless.
So okay, what's your prediction then? That he's the manager come there?
I think because I think they'll struggle to if they lose the final now and you bring in Marco Silva, you bring in Hurts.
It's hard to follow this now. Yeah,
Thomas Frank was linked this week. Thomas Frank from Brentford, fantastic manager. If he took over Ange now with all the feel-good factor, and then he lost a load of games at the start of next season, it put massive pressure on him. You might as well start. You might as well float him at the start of next season. He might have some weird bounce. What if they're top of the table by October? They could be. I'm not saying they will be, but they could be. They could win their first 4 or 5 games off this bounce.
Yeah, mate. I think it's very difficult. I don't feel sorry for Daniel Levy here. I think it's a great problem to have, but I think it's a very difficult.
What's his contract? 1 more year.
I think he's got another year.
He's got one with an option, hasn't he?
It's a very difficult problem to solve because if you keep him and it goes wrong, if Tottenham have lost 3 out of the first 5, or say it's bigger, say they've lost 8 out of the first 15. Say that happens, people go, why did you persevere? You knew he was rubbish. Why did you give him the money to spend?
With United, they're trying to get back to winning the Premier League. So any delay, it slows it right down. Keeping Ten Hag and bringing in Amorim slowed the process down. Amorim didn't want to come to the club. But with Tottenham, I mean, it's just feel good, isn't it? It's just, they don't have to be that dramatic about it. Just keep him in, start the season. If they lose a couple of games, let him go September, October time.
Yeah, but that means that there's a huge problem with that. They're now a Champions League club. So the strategy around players changes. You can't make a mistake with the manager.
But they've got a sporting director coming back in.
Yeah, that Paratici.
So I think a lot of Daniel Levy signings are we sign and you try and make it work. And that's what I think Conte and Jose Mourinho didn't quite like. I think a lot of the Levy deals...
they sign the players regardless of...
Levy just says, we're doing this deal. It wouldn't make sense with Tottenham. Not all of it, but I think a lot of the transfers...
I just can't believe it. How big do you think? Do you think you thought I was overstating the scale of this victory, didn't you?
Yeah, you are a touch.
I think it's massive, mate.
You are a touch.
Really?
Yeah. It's only...
So what, do you see Tottenham don't win another trophy for another decade?
Yeah. Yeah, they've been getting it wrong they've been getting it wrong for 20 years. And they spent a lot of money. Look at the money they spent the last 3 or 4 years. Big money. And Ndombele came in, didn't work. They brought in Jose Mourinho and put him on 50 million quid a year.
Broke their transfer window. Lo Celso. Do you remember Lo Celso?
All it might do is they might give them a little bit more experience to win an FA Cup, maybe a League Cup.
Yeah,
but they're not going to win the Premier League anytime soon. I mean,
yeah. What about on the flip side of this conversation? What about the Amorim side of it? If you're Jim Ratcliffe, do you trust Amorim now?
No, you sack him.
You serious?
You sack him tonight if you're a big club. If you're a big club, you sack him right now. You give him the P45
now.
now.
We're both guilty of this. We talk in hyperbole, both of us. And I was about to go, nah, what the hell are you on about?
Yeah.
And then I listened to process what you said, and I was like, I don't know if it is hyperbole. I don't know if it is wrong.
You know, like,
what's the chat? Let me have a look.
they were 4 points off the Champions League wars when he came in. Let's say they were 8th now. They look good, but they dropped a few points, and they were out of the Champions League. The way they've capitulated this season, that they've capitulated on 2 fronts. They've lost a Europa League final to Spurs, and they've capitulated to the point where they could have been relegated in 10 of the last 11 seasons in the Premier League. So he's capitulated on 2 fronts. He's nowhere near big enough as a personality. His tactics are all wrong to manage Manchester United. How are you playing a back 5 as a Man United manager?
Do you know what someone said in the chat, which I think is quite an interesting thing to say? He said, lads, it's Tottenham. You know that Sir Alex Ferguson quote?
Yeah.
That can never be used again, can it?
No, that's over now.
It can literally never be used again. Because if any Man United fan goes, lads, it's Tottenham, we beat you in a European final, you Burke.
No, it's over. Tottenham have got leverage on a lot of football clubs now. They've had a better
They've got
5
leverage
years
on Arsenal.
than Arsenal.
Well, how many European trophies? This is 3 European trophies for Tottenham, 1 to Arsenal.
Yeah. They've had a better 3 years than you, last 3 years than you, 3 or 4 years since you won the Champions
Yeah,
League.
although you are right, but I can't allow that because in 2021, we won the European Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
And in 2022, we were the best team. in the
You
world.
can die happy. You won 2 European Cups, and you've seen what happened in Munich was special. But Spurs fans are starting to get into the conversation. They've had a better few years than Aston Villa now.
Mate,
Newcastle United.
Listen to this stat, Buvey. This will blow your mind. Tottenham had 3 shots on target, just 27% possession, and completed 115 passes. All the lowest figures Opta has on record by any team in a major European final. You believe that?
They've done a Jose Mourinho.
115 passes in a game. I swear, when Barcelona were good, Busquets himself would do 150
Yeah,
passes.
it's 1,000 passes a game, the entire
Yeah.
squad. Yeah.
They've done 100. They've completed 115 passes.
They've done a Jose
Played
Mourinho.
football.
That's Jose
None of them
Mourinho.
have played football.
No, that's Inter Milan,
Wasn't
Barcelona.
a good advert. You know, like a European finals watched all over the world. So football fans, AC Milan fans are watching it.
Yeah.
Ajax fans are watching it.
Yeah.
Bodo Glimt fans are watching it. It's not a great advert for the Premier League, is it? Won a good game of
It's
football.
not a good game for the Europa League because these are 2 worst sides to ever feature in a Europa League final. I don't know if we said that at the start of the stream.
Buvey, have you forgotten that Ruben slapped Pep with his real team?
Yeah, but
Is that the 2-1 game?
I mean,
the
like
Diallo final.
Palace have beaten City. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Southampton can beat Man City. Like you can. Big side like Chelsea under Mourinho lost to Stuart Pearce's Man City back in the day. Like, come on, mate. Come on. This is Man United. You got to be bigger. You got to be bigger than beating little old City. Come on,
Mate, I just can't believe it. I mean, we're watching the Tottenham players now collecting their medals. It's not often you say that sentence.
No, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
I'm
can't
just
believe
seeing
it.
what the chat's saying.
It says, Rory, you goblin.
You've been called a goblin.
Goblin. Not the worst thing I've been called today, but
What have you been called today?
a goblin for starters.
Yeah. What
Mate,
else?
the chat is littered with profanity. I can't believe it. Do you know what I'm never doing? I'm heartbroken that this has happened. But what I would never do is belittle the competition. Is belittle the achievement. This is mega.
No, the Frankfurt win was big for them. It's not like they've beaten
told
joke
you.
sides.
I
Glimpse
told
were in
you.
fantastic form.
John Lennon being shot. Kurt Cobain dying. Oasis reforming. Tottenham winning a European trophy.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe
It's
it.
weird, isn't it?
I can't believe it. Like, the world will never be the same again. Like, when you close your eyes
Yeah.
tonight,
It's like that meme. Look at us here now. Paul Rudd. Look at us. Look at us. Look at where we are now.
look at us.
Crazy.
Heartbreaking. Been emotional, Buvey.
Yeah, it's been great,
Look
mate.
at James Maddison in his full kit. I hope people
Oi!
are going to pull him up on that. John Terry gets nothing but stick, and James Maddison's in fancy dress there.
That's hilarious.
James Maddison's in total fancy dress. Are people going to pull him up on that?
That's crazy,
They
man.
won't, will they? It's only a John Terry thing.
I can't believe what we're seeing.
Turn it off. I don't want to watch Son actually lift it. Turn it over. You about to record it on your phone,
wanna
aren't you,
record
you
it.
big gimp?
Hey!
Mate, turn it off.
Oi!
Turn it off.
Come on!
Get out of it.
That is outrageous.
Turn it off. Mate, they've got more than us now, you know
I can't believe it.
Turn it off.
We need to go.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Before you go, we do us a massive favour. Will you click subscribe? We would love to welcome you into this community. We're going to be live again on the weekend. A huge final day of the season. It is going to be immense as Chelsea are going to batter Forest.
You have to make the Champions League now. Imagine you lose to Forest.
We are going to.
Oh.
A huge thank you, by the way, to Sky Bet as well. They've partnered with us for the whole season. We are honoured with that partnership. Make sure that you click the link in the description below to find out everything you need to know about Sky Bet. They have some fantastic offers on there. And always be gamble aware and make sure that you are 18 plus. Not a good day at the office for me. We'll see you on the club on Sunday.